hot topic stories. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 4 of the Fools Podcast. Today, we have a story with Angel and a mystery fool. Ivan goes heavy into topics such as MMA, wrestling, and boxing, which goes into the Jake Paul and Ben Askren situation. Happy 420, and as always, Angel be smoking, you already know, so he gonna have some coughs in the episode. We answer some fan requests, which involve Angel's and Ivan's doppelganger. Angel and Ivan have a story of some fools stealing phones. We talk about Beastars, Star Wars, and the Legend of Korra. It's a pretty long episode today. I hope y'all enjoy it.
Good morning.
Or good afternoon.
Or good evening. Welcome to the 4th episode of the Fools Podcast.
Welcome back.
4 times the charm?
4 times the charm. Yeah, hopefully we get some more people.
4-leaf clover.
Bro, I've never seen a 4-leaf clover before, bro.
Because you ain't lucky.
I haven't been lucky in a while, bro.
You start looking on the ground more.
I find those pennies. I find those pennies head up.
Yeah, but they... Oh, okay. I was about to say, they tell us, you know.
Yeah. No, bro. I haven't seen a tails in a while. Remember we were walking the other day? I found out I had
Remember that
shit was clean, too. If it's not a clean penny, it's not good luck.
That's what this cholo was telling me.
A stroller?
The cholo, remember?
Oh.
The
fool who thought you did voodoo on him?
Yeah, he thought I put a hex on him.
The legends are true.
Yeah.
Voodoo.
He bought me a Whopper Grill bowl, right?
Uh-huh.
And then after he got his change back, they gave him a dirty penny. He thought I was the reason why they gave him a dirty penny.
This was tripping balls.
And so man. I was like, nah. He's like, you know what this is, right? I was like, nah. He's like, don't play it. You know what this is. He's like, here, you take it. So I took the penny. I was like, that's cool, man. Okay.
That's funny because I was there the whole time. I was walking into work and I just see you talking to some random dude, and I thought it was your neighbor for a second because I know I hadn't seen what your neighbor looked like.
Yeah. But
I knew he gave you rides to work, and then so you're just talking to this freaking dude and he's using your phone, and then I was like, who is this guy? And you're like, some random dude.
The whole time he was trying to inch up, right? And I don't trust people, so I was inching up with him. I was like, he looks big enough. Well, I know I'm faster, so I can just grab him real quick if he tries to run. But he didn't try to run, so that's cool.
Yeah. Who is this guy?
He's some random dude.
Yeah,
some dude.
Was he trying to get to Temecula?
Yeah, Temecula or San Bernardino or somewhere. That fool was stranded.
He didn't have a phone or anything like that.
Yeah, I was just chilling outside smoking and stuff, and he walks up to me, and he's like, "Hey, my homeboy, can I borrow your phone?" I was like, I looked at the bus time. I was like, "Yeah, I got time," because I've been in that situation before, Yeah. And he was telling me, he was stranded and stuff. So I was like, "Yeah, fuck it." He's like, "I'll give you money and stuff," and he put out cash. So I was like, I just let him use my phone, but then again, I also know that manipulative people will still pull out cash if he wants to, still wants to steal something from me, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I kept inching with him.
I've seen a lot of
like
the Fontana has like this Facebook page or whatever. And a lot of people get like scammed around here, bro. A lot of different things.
Yeah, that's why I was untrustworthy. So that's why I kept inching with him.
After he was done with the phone, he was like, "Oh, thanks a lot, man. I'll buy you Whopper Grill. I'll buy you something to eat." And Angel's like, "All right." And I was about to go get some anyways too, so I'll go get some with you guys.
Yeah, so I had back up by that point.
Yeah, and then he was talking to me too a little bit. Well, I heard him tell Angel his girlfriend did like bruja.
Yeah,
so
his ex was a bruja.
So he knows all about it, and like
he knew about the alchemy on my hand and stuff.
Yeah, so he was thinking Angel was doing that shit to him, and he told me he was like.
So this guy goes to talk to you, sees that stuff in your hand, and he's still like, I'll stick with these guys.
He told me, he said, that's why I came up to you, because like I knew you were the one. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I knew you were the one doing this
Angel's
to me.
the one.
Yeah, he was like, you're doing this to me.
No spoon.
I was like, doing what? He's like, I have a bad day, man. People are following me. I'm stranded here. You're doing this to me. Why are you doing this? I don't even know you. I was like, bro, that's not me. Like, if anything, I'm the one trying to help you.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm the light in your dark. I was like, if I'm a bruja, I'm the good one.
He's like, yeah, the alchemist light.
Alchemist.
He asked me what my full name was, and I told him. He's like, "Oh, you have a." He's like, you have a lot of Spaniard in you, or something like that. And I was like tripped out on how he knew that, and I was like, how'd you fucking know? And then Angel was like, your fucking skin, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Spaniard, dude.
Yeah, that's funny. Motherfucker's wearing a shirt that says Spanish God on it.
Oh, I know. This is before I got this shirt.
Motherfucker wearing a shirt that looks like him and actually says Spanish God on it. Who's actually on that shirt?
Sammy Guevara.
Now, who that?
He's a wrestler.
Explain him.
He's a part of, let me see. So his name is Sammy Guevara, and he's dope. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but
that was a good explanation.
Yeah, I might look him up.
I forgot his nickname, but pretty much, he's pretty young, and he teamed up with Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's a veteran at this point.
And Y2K?
Yeah, Y2J.
Oh, Y2J.
Yeah.
I keep mixing up with the fucking...
It makes sense because it was a play on that, you know? So then they teamed up, became
tag... That was a dumbass kid back then. So that's how I remember.
Sammy and Chris Jericho became a tag team group, and their tag team was called Les Sex Gods.
Dang.
Yeah, they're tight. And then they added more members to the group. Them two together is still Les Sex Gods, but then now their whole little group is called
Orgy.
No, it's called the Inner Circle.
Le Orgy.
It's pretty tight though because like it's Chris Jericho is the leader, right?
And then Circle Jerk.
Sammy Guevara is like the second in command, and then they have another tag team group in there called Santana and Ortiz. Oh. And like, so there's a lot of Hispanics in this fucking group, you know, because Santana and Ortiz are like Peruvian or some shit. Yeah. And then their fifth member was Chris Hager, and that fool was white, but you know, still, I like the diversity in the group.
What's that Mexican gang with that one white guy?
In the group? Huh?
What's that one? What's a Mexican gang with that one white guy?
For real. Well, two white guys. Oh,
the leader is white too. One's Beto, dog.
Yeah. And then they added MJF. They added MJF and his assistant Wardlow, and then they were together for a while. It was pretty cool. It broke like a wrestling, because you know wrestling's fake and all that shit. We all know it's fake. Yeah. But then they doubled down on it and they made.
They're gonna go after you now.
They did a little musical number. Chris Jericho and MJF.
That's funny.
That shit is funny. And
this in the ring.
No, like they're eating at a table at a restaurant, and Chris Jericho's trying to get MJF to join him. And people don't know who MJF is. He's like the biggest bad guy in wrestling right now. Like
right now.
Yeah, right now. Like pretty much, you play a character. Your wrestling gimmick is a character, right? Mm-hmm. And back in the day, they would uphold these characters and like
method acting.
Yeah, like method acting. But now,
like the Undertaker.
Where
he recently
broke character for the first time.
For the first time in how many years?
Fucking 20, 25,
geez,
I think. Maybe.
And he just he literally could not be himself for this long.
Yeah, he couldn't go outside. And
he couldn't do interviews. He couldn't do in
his early interviews. He had to just grunt.
Mm-hmm. he in his head, he's just like answering these questions. Just
yeah, but MJF though. Because other wrestlers, they break character all the time. You know, they have social media. They're always posting shit.
Oh, yeah.
But MJF does not break character. He's like, the bad guys are called heels. He's always in his persona all the time. Like, he'll cuss out reporters. I'll fucking... A wrestler just died recently, right? He passed away. Brody Lee, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
His son was... they did a whole tribute show for him, and the son got to pick all the matches. So he got... to pick his favorite wrestlers to team up. His three favorite wrestlers aren't even like associated with each other, but they all teamed up for him to fight some other fools. It was tight. But in one of the matches, MJF was in one of the matches, right? And this fool's such a fucking heel and never breaks character. The Brody Lee guy, the father, his group was called the Dark Order, right? And most of them wore masks, like dark luchador masks. Yeah. And his son was wearing one the whole night. And MJF goes up to the son and fucking rips the mask off. Dude, I was like, what the fuck? This fool's just like, he doesn't care, man. He's just sweet. And it was cool though, because then like
sleep on the character.
They give the little boy, he's like 9 or 10 years old, they give him a kendo stick and he smacks him in the face. It's just tight. But
a kendo stick?
Yeah, a kendo stick. Well, that's what they do in wrestling. They use kendo sticks a lot. And so right now Chris Jericho's group, when he was recruiting MJF, they were eating at a restaurant. It's a funny clip, you can look it up, but like they're basically like ordering their steaks. They keep going medium rare, like they keep going lower and lower until it's bloody and shit. And then like then they do a whole little dance number of the song they sang was
That's what the cow.
My Shadow and Me.
If they were to look it up, what would they look up?
Chris Jericho, MJF musical number, I guess. Like it'll pop up, I'm pretty sure. It's funny. And then but like people who weren't fans of wrestling enjoyed it, you know. And then hardcore wrestling fans were like, what the fuck is this? This isn't wrestling. And
then, actually, no, it is wrestling.
It is.
For me, I'm just like,
it's on the network.
If it's entertaining, it's entertaining to me, you know.
That's what it's supposed to be. That's the point of life, I think. Right?
Yeah. But MJF fucking turned his back on, or he double crossed Chris Jericho. So now the group is back to its original 5 members.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. MJF made his own group called the Pinnacle.
Oh, yeah?
And they're pretty cool.
The Pinnacle Group?
Yeah. There's this one old fool in that group named Tony Blanchard. I don't like him, but he's a good fucking bad guy. So I like him.
That's
for
why you
how,
like
That's
him?
the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like what you try to
he
do.
talks good shit too. Yeah, and he actually wrestles still, like a little bit. Like he'll do some shit. It's cool. Yeah.
That video you showed me yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Arcade
Anarchy.
Arcade Anarchy when the mom drops him off, bro.
Dude, the mom. The guy's been out of action for like a couple months, and now they're like having a big wrestling match called Arcade Anarchy. They have a bunch of fake arcade machines, but
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit.
yeah, it's bullshit. But like one thing I did like,
Mortal Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat 2, because usually in hardcore matches they have like a bag of thumbtacks and they throw it on the fucking the wrestling ring, and then they slam you on it, right? Well, these motherfuckers threw out a bag of Legos. I thought it was funny.
Hey,
I like
deadly,
the way that the announcers say it though. Legos?
Legos.
Yeah, Legos.
Have you ever stepped on a Lego?
Yeah, have you ever stepped on a Lego?
Yeah.
Because you know thumbtacks.
Mortal Kombat 2.
The like
1 point of
pierce,
pressure.
Yeah, it's pierce.
Yeah,
But
baby.
Legos have multiple points
Yeah,
of
they have
pressure.
both. Some more than 4. You know.
And they're hard, bro.
Yeah,
like
they're hard.
they're really hard. Like I kind of want to see
Just imagine
one of those.
one Lego on your back. Just imagine 1,000 Legos on your back.
Dude.
Dog.
Like, I want to see one of those videos. You know, like how people put things underneath the pressure.
Yeah.
Those machines or whatever.
Oh, the pressure machines.
Yeah, the pressure machines where it's just like one
It
big
shows how much
fucking
pressure
metal block.
before it like crushes it.
Before it crushes. I want to see one of those with a Lego actually. I'm pretty sure there should be
A
one out
built
there.
Lego tower.
Oh, built one? I don't know. I feel like a built one would kind of like lose its
Crumble,
integrity.
right? Yeah.
What? Oh, you don't think life is like coming from the bottom? I mean, coming from the top.
No,
If you
yeah,
got
that's
slime
why.
on it, yeah, maybe, yeah.
I feel like it was just like because you know there's all these divots and stuff inside of it. Like, have you ever like just like kind of
Probably one that's connected
Yeah.
correctly or some shit.
something? I just kind of want to see it on one. You know, like
That was satisfying.
yeah. Like it goes down and you think it crushes it and it goes back up and there's like a Lego divot inside the metal.
That sounds hurting. It's like,
Yeah,
ow.
it's like no more.
It's like beep 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 beep.
That's funny.
Oh, but on wrestling though, did you watch the Jake Paul and Bill Askren?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't watch it, but I saw the finish
highlights?
and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there
saw
wasn't
some-
much to watch.
Oh yeah, it was just
like
a highlight
60
video.
seconds.
Imagine paying for that.
Yeah, it was just a highlight video.
Imagine paying for that.
Yeah, well, there was other fights on the card, and apparently they had like musical performances. But are you really gonna buy a pay-per-view for some musical performances?
Oh no.
And then another thing,
no.
another thing I heard was that
That's free in the Super Bowl.
another thing I heard was when Ben Askren got knocked down and shit. Snoop Dogg's on the commentary team, right?
Yeah.
And this fool started celebrating the fact that he lost, and the fact that he just wanted to bet. He wants some money because he betted on Jake Paul.
Yeah.
But that's like
That's like a no-no.
it's
Yeah,
a
you
no-no
can't say
because Snoop Dogg has
Conflict of interest.
conflict of interest, yeah, because he owns some of the company that put on the show. Leave it to Snoop Dogg to do something with that, you know.
But
I don't know, man. I think in his old age, he
He doesn't care. I think.
Doesn't care. But
yeah, you could tell because Snoop Dogg had a stream
Mm.
where he was playing like Madden or something. Sometimes he just gets on Twitter some Madden, and then motherfucker got mad like
He
2
rage?
seconds into the stream. Yeah, he rage quit and he just
Yeah.
kind of threw a controller. He left and he left the stream on,
Imagine.
and like he literally just like left the stream on for like 2 hours.
Imagine being so old, but you still rage at a game.
Yeah, that's what people were saying. They're like, man, bro, like this guy is
Aren't
like,
you up, dog?
oh, which actually brings us into Happy 420, everybody.
Oh, yeah, 420.
Snoop Lion.
Doing all the Snoop
Lion.
Lion phase, bro.
When he was
But-
what, reggae for a little bit.
But you said you wanted
just his name though.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
just his name, just Snoop Lion. And then he's like, I'm back to Doug. I'm back to the double G.
Yeah, people took that shit to heart. They're like, how you gonna change your name?
Oh, yeah. Bro, imagine
That's just
like being
fun.
that mad at somebody changing their name.
Yeah,
Because
people,
I'm pretty sure that's just trademarked and stuff. You know.
well,
that's
people got.
trademarked and
Oh
everything.
yeah, that's true. I forget what
Oh, like
rapper
the
it was.
companies are mad?
One rapper
Yeah.
changes his name all the time. Little Xan changed his name to Diego and then fell off.
Yeah, but he fell out when he was Lil Xan.
Yeah.
though.
What about Aqua Teen Hunger Force? And like
Oh.
their 15 changes in their nickname.
You will that's different.
That's different.
They did a album with MF Doom and he has like 6-7 different aliases. So
Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
yeah, he has a Aqua Teen Hunger Force album. MF Doom and Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah,
But,
it's pretty sick.
But you had something specifically to say about the Jake Paul Ben Askren thing.
Oh yeah, because people have been asking me if I think Ben Askren threw the fight, right? I don't think he threw the fight.
I just think he didn't care.
I saw the. Yeah, he definitely didn't. Well, he wanted to win, but like he didn't care about it as much.
He wanted to win, but he's like, if I lose, it's fine.
Yeah, he said life is gonna be normal for him by the next Monday.
Probably a little bit better because I still got paid.
Yeah, but I mean, he got paid less than Jake Paul though.
He got paid less than Jake Paul, but he got paid way more than he's ever been. He said because he's fought for 3 different organizations in mixed martial arts, right?
Yeah.
His first organization was Bellator. He had 9 fights in that company. He said he got paid more than all those 9 fights combined.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It was like
crazy.
$5 million, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think he got paid like $5 million.
He
You think that's gonna be his retirement money?
Bro, if he got $5 million that day and invested in Doge,
Doge?
Oh,
that Bitcoin, bro.
That shit went up last night, no?
It's still kind of going up. It's having like a little going down, but it topped twice in like the last few days.
Like if I invest, I don't even invest.
This
bro,
this
I'm
is
telling
not
you.
advice, guys.
It's definitely no. Jesus Christ!
Not
Don't
advice,
take
not
our
advice.
advice. I've lost like so much money, but
Oh, it's illegal.
Doug got me all it back. So
what's it call it? Ben Askren, right? Because not a lot of people know his credentials or who he was.
Yeah.
He was a wrestler.
Yeah.
He has like some insane wrestling credentials. He's been on an Olympic wrestling team, all that stuff. Or he made the transition into MMA, right? And so usually when a wrestler transitions into MMA, what they kind of have to learn their style, how to switch it up, is they have to learn how to mix striking with their takedowns. Because obviously
right now they're all takedown.
Yeah, obviously it's not a wrestling match, so both people aren't trying to go for takedowns. You have to like punch, level change, which means like dip under, so it looks like you're going for a takedown. And if you don't, like, you come back up, it's like a feint.
Yeah,
A feint is you pretend to throw a punch out, but you're not actually throwing it. It's all like it's like a chess match pretty much. So good wrestlers who mix in their striking can make it keep you guessing, and then they'll get their takedowns right. Ben Askren doesn't do that. His feints don't look pretty, and if he even decides to feint, usually he knows, because this fool has insane grip strength. So he just knows that when he grabs you, and it's done. And so he takes.
I'm that kind of squeeze.
Yeah, because he has a really grinding, smothering wrestling style. So he has good cardio. He takes you down, beats you up on the ground with punches and stuff, right? And then he wins the decision because he had you there the whole fucking fight. So pretty much, he becomes a champion in Bellator. That's one organization. Goes to another organization called One Championship, becomes a champion there. But he never makes it to the UFC. And he kind of has most people know who Dana White is. He's the president of UFC, and he doesn't.
Fight Island.
Yeah, they're not on the best of terms back in the day, right? They didn't like each other. So then it got to the point where Ben Askren retired from One Championship, and then people were like, "Oh, he's never gonna be in the UFC," and so like people don't even know who the fuck Ben Askren is, right? Most people don't even watch UFC. And so, like, me, a fan of UFC, I didn't even know who Ben Askren was when I first found out about him. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and everyone was like, basically really hardcore UFC fans were like, like, who is this guy? But, like, people who are into all mixed martial arts, like, everything, they're like, you guys don't know who Ben Askren is? Come on, dog.
They did the glasses pick up. Now's my chance.
Ben Askren, just know that if he was in the UFC, he'd beat all the 170 fighters.
Actually?
Yeah, but guess what?
That's crazy.
As the hands of fate would have it, the UFC made a trade deal with One FC, or One Championship Fighting, right? UFC traded Demetrius Johnson, former 125 champion, Eddie Alvarez, former 155 champion, and an up-and-comer 170 fighter, Sage Northcutt. They traded all those 3 fighters for Ben Askren. So then Ben Askren made it to the UFC 170 division. His best friend, Tyron Woodley, is the champion in the division at the time. And he says he doesn't want to make it to the champion. He doesn't want to fight Tyron for the champion because they're friends, right? So then,
nah, fuck it, fight, bro.
Maybe. But his first fight
I'm
is
like Tyron, you know? From what I'm like respect too, I'm like, no, maybe he needs some hands.
Maybe he needs some hands. Sometimes, friends need hands, bro.
Yeah. So he fights Robbie Lawler. That's his first fight, right? And Robbie Lawler's a fucking killer, man. He's a savage.
Yeah.
First opening sequences, Ben Askren gets a hold of him, but somehow or another, Robbie Lawler picks him up on his shoulders and dumps him on his head. This fool took major damage, and then like he almost got fucked up bad. Like, I mean, he did get fucked up bad, but then it gets to the point where they're like scrambling on the floor, and then Ben Askren gets a bulldog choke, which is basically like a big brother hold headlock, noogie status, and then like as he's holding the choke, right, Robbie Lawler's arm goes limp. And so, like, the referee stops the fight, and Robbie Lawler gets back up right away, and he's like, what the fuck? I wasn't out, and like it became this big thing. So like his first fight in the UFC kind of ended controversially, or it did end controversially, right? So it's like, is he really this good, or did he just get lucky, or what happened? So then his second fight in the UFC is against Jorge Masvidal, and Masvidal's fighting this weekend. You know, Kamaru Usman rematch, but this was what Masvidal's a fucking killer. You know, he just knocked out Darren Till, who never been knocked out before, and now he's fighting Ben Askren. This is all in 2019. He knocks out Ben Askren within 5 seconds. Fastest UFC knockout with the knee. That shit was crazy. And
with the hands behind the back.
Weren't you posting that?
Yeah. You could see it anywhere. It's crazy.
Hands behind the back.
So Ben Askren has to like deal with that. You know.
With that head change too.
The head change, fuck, dude. Like keep in mind, Ben Askren had a good chin. He'd never been knocked out before. Never. That was his first time getting knocked out.
That was because of a knee.
And that was because of a knee to the fucking like neck, shoulder area.
Like,
that shit
there was like connection, right? Like,
and he took a couple of shots afterwards too that were super necessary. And that's just Jorge. That's what Jorge said, because they asked him why he kept punching him.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, it was super necessary.
Yeah, that was a killer, brother.
Yeah, he's fucking killer.
Well, I mean, what if it was necessary? What if he was like, he's not gonna go down?
Yeah, Jorge was like, my job is to keep hitting someone until the referee stops it, and the referee hadn't stopped it yet. Yeah.
Jorge was
so it was necessary.
Champion, right?
No, he hasn't been champion.
No, he hasn't.
He's fighting for the belt this weekend. He had a chance last year, but he lost.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm thinking.
He took the final 1 week notice. He could have took it with a full camp, but he didn't think the money was right. But yeah, so that's Ben Askren's record so far, right? He lost. I mean, he won Robbie Lawler, but it's controversial. He gets knocked out by Jorge, and then his third fight in the UFC is against a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. So basically, chokehold master, and that guy's name is Damian Maia. He's a really deadly fighter.
Were they rolling on the ground?
Yeah, they ended up getting to the ground, and Ben Askren got choked out.
Oh,
I'm like, dog, first your first one's controversial. Your second fight, you get knocked out. You never been knocked out before. And then your third fight, you get choked out. I'm like, dude, but he retires after that, right? So now
that's not a good way to retire.
Yeah, it sucks. And I watched an interview with him last night.
$5 million. $5 million is a good way to retire.
Basically, he freaking he got hip surgery, right? And he's been out of the game for a long time already now, and he let himself go, right?
Yeah.
So
I seen that shit.
Yeah, I mean, he already had people already making fun of his dad bod when he was in the UFC.
But
so
don't
now,
make you in front of him more.
Yeah.
I saw that. I don't know who Ben Askren was, but when I saw him in the Jake Paul fight, I was like, man, that's a dad bod.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I was like, this guy didn't even like want to work out before the fight. Like he thought.
He did.
Well,
yeah. No, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that he did.
I think it was like a catch weight, or it was like around 200 pounds.
There's Think Sumo, dog. That's why.
Yeah.
Just Think Sumo.
So
I think Sumo a lot.
So pretty much, Ben Askren takes the fight with Jake Paul, right?
Yeah.
And you know, he's not. First of all, he's a wrestler. Second of all, he's not even a wrestler with good striking. He's just a fucking guy who's gonna grab a hold of you, and his insane grip strength is gonna keep you where he wants you, right?
So like neither of them are boxers. Why do you think that they chose boxing? Like why not?
Well,
Jake Paul's been boxing. And he has 2 knockouts already. I think 2 knockouts.
Yeah, he's 2-0 right now, but against people who aren't boxers.
Yeah, against who aren't boxers.
Yeah.
So that's just how the game is gonna be for a second.
For Jake Paul,
I feel like he's feeding his ego until like he's more comfortable at fighting an actual boxer. Mm-hmm. I feel like he needs like those sympathy wins, so he can get motivated to fight actual boxers. You know
I feel you. Yeah, that's another thing that happens with people who are like good, like Brock Lesnar. When he came into the UFC, he had a bunch of they gave him cans basically. Like they gave him when he was sparring with people, they made him feel like he was fucking top dog.
Yeah.
But then you can feel like you're top dog, but if you aren't top dog, you can get beat, and you got beat.
And I wonder if it's him saying like, oh, I want to do it because you know he has like little ties like you say, he can like pick out people just to fuck with people, or if it's like manager saying like, oh, you know who you should fight, Ben Askren, and then he's like, oh, you know what, I should fight him, and
they wanted to fight Dylan Dennis first. That's Conor McGregor's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. He only has 1 MMA fight and he won, but it's gonna be boxing.
His is like,
he looks like Gallo, honestly. Dylan Dennis looks like Gallo.
That's really interesting, bro. Like the fact that you could have a notoriety on something that's not even in the game, and just kind of
make a bunch of money on it,
and just jump into it, you know?
Yeah.
Like
it's the worst generation.
If you think about it, like if you think about it, like if a top like streamer or like YouTuber, like anybody who's up there could announce a fucking fight and like be like, do you guys want to see this? People say yeah because they have a fucking following. and then they just fight somebody, you know?
But it also shows too that anyone can just start anything.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, I mean, he's already established. You get me?
I saw
But for him to actually reach out to that world and stuff, because it's pretty niche world, you know?
Yeah.
Like, people don't, like, fighters don't fucking reach out to YouTubers because, you know, they're fighters.
Because they're fighters,
Yeah.
Because that brings up another point too. Like, people literally are training to fight and like be this big.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna get chances like this. Like you just said, Ben Askren just got a $5 million on a fucking Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
Not a real fight.
He said they asked him what knockout was more embarrassing, the Jake Paul one or the Jorge Masvidal one, right? So he said they're both pretty equally embarrassing, but the Masvidal fight meant way more to him, because if he would have won that one, he would have went on to fight for the title, and then he would have been able to claim the 3 titles within the 3 big MMA organizations, right? And when losing to Jake Paul, he just lost to Jake Paul.
Oh, you know what?
A fight didn't mean anything.
Yeah, there's like a pride to it too. So like these YouTube fights, there's no pride in these. There's just money. But in the UFC ones, I don't know.
You get memes a lot. Nate Robertson's meme.
It's individual pride.
Yeah, because like, if you win the other ones, you get a belt, you get all this stuff. And then if you lose this one, you've made money.
There was a UFC fight on the same night of the Jake Paul fight, and the Robert Whittaker versus Kelvin Gastelum was the main event, and it showed all 4 fighters, their fight purses for the end of the night.
All together is not.
The winner of the UFC fight took home like $3 million, I think, or I don't know how, not million, I don't know what I'm saying. He like around the 3. His number was like 3. The loser was like 2. No, like I don't know. But then Jake Paul, you see Jake Paul's numbers is like 10, and then Ben Askren's is 5, and I was like, damn. And that has no stakes. But the UFC one, they had stakes, and that was a cool fight. But yeah, Ben Askren gets knocked down, comes back up, and the referee's like, "Can you continue?" Ben Askren says, "Yeah, he did walk a little funny." But the referee stopped it, and it just seemed like really shady referees. And referees in boxing, dude, boxing itself is just really shady to me. And like the referees are fucking
especially with all the like the movies and stuff saying that it is shady.
Yeah,
like you can't convince me that some of these fights aren't fucking literally
TV, faking real life.
Yeah. What's it called? But yeah, the UFC fights though, they were dope as fuck. I watched those. Robert Whittaker versus Kelvin Gastelum. They were supposed to fight back in like 2019. But now, when Robert was the champion, but he's not anymore, he got knocked out by Izzy, the champion, but now he's knocked out all the other, not knocked out, but he's beaten all the other contenders, so he's still number 1 contender. So he's going to fight for the championship again pretty soon. It's really interesting.
Yeah, the whole thing is interesting.
Oh, and also, one of Conor McGregor's like funniest sound bites is like someone asked, he was at a press conference, and someone asked, because it's a bunch of other fighters, someone asked him if who he would like to fight amongst those press conference people who could give him a challenge, and he's all stroking his beard like, and this guy's like, me right here, the hardest 145er in the division. He's like, this fool knocks people out, whatever, I knock people out, they don't fucking move, blah, blah, blah. And then Conor just goes, who the fuck is that guy? And then like, it's the funniest shit ever, right? And so now, the guy's name is Jeremy Stevens, and he really is like a savage ass motherfucker. But
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, he loses the big like fights that are really important. He'll lose those. Like it sucks. But like he moved up to the 155 division, and he was gonna have his first fight this Saturday. But at the weigh-ins, he pushed the guy who was fighting, and that fool got his neck. He got like a neck injury from that push. I guess it was because the weight cut, and you know they were just like depleted on their vitals and shit. So the push just. Because you're thinking like, these motherfuckers punch each other in the fucking face. How's a push gonna
do something?
Do that much damage? But yeah.
Actually, we're not ready for it.
You're not ready? Yeah, you're not braced.
Well, that whole Goku thing?
What Goku thing?
Goku has to have his guard up in order to like... to deflect blasts and like not be hurt by shit.
Yeah.
But then like, you know, he puts his guard down, Krillin be throwing a rock at him, he'd be like, ah! What are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Or like he'll get shot with a ray gun.
Yeah.
And he'll die.
You're right. Yeah.
He has to have his guard up. So
yeah.
Same thing with humans. Like you tense
Sorbet.
up or like
Sorbet, bro.
Sorbet's the guy.
Power level 2.
He's the one that shot Goku.
Power level 2, bro.
Frieza got shooters. What the hell?
Frieza got shooters out here.
Yeah, the whole game. You talking about? They come out
the Frieza. Look at the Frieza Force, bro.
Yeah. they come out banging on you, though.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they come out banging, yeah.
They rep who they are and shit.
Bro, the funniest part is like he didn't even tell them to bang.
Yeah,
they just do it on their own.
Yeah, they just do it.
Fukatsu no F, that's my favorite Dragon Ball movie. That shit is dope.
Is that the one we saw?
Yeah.
Freeze.
Nah.
What's the one we saw?
5-0
That's
F.
the golden. Oh yeah, you're right.
From 5-0
Bravo, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's tight. Bunch of fight scenes. Crazy.
And non-canon.
Non-canon?
Yeah, so I could watch it.
Because it's Super made that shit whack, though. But anyways, yeah. That's all the fight information I had to talk about.
Good. Damn, that was 30 minutes worth.
Hey, but there's one thing I want to add though. I don't know. Did you see the highlights, Gallo?
Highlights of what?
The fight, the Beastar and Jake Paul fight.
Oh yeah, I just saw Jake Paul punch him, and that's it.
There's one commentator on there that was really funny.
Who is he?
I don't know who he was. But when they were clinched up together, Snoop Dogg and whoever were talking like about it, right? And then he goes, "You know what I want to see? I want to see them kiss." And then
Snoop Dogg would say some gay shit like that. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if it's Snoop Dogg, but I think it was the other guy. But before that, that's the one I caught, right? But before that, when they ring the bell to start the match, it goes ding ding. I hear this fool. He goes, "I'm coming."
Whoa.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a mistake, accident, or like he means something else. And then when I heard him say, "I want to see him kiss," and then he says that like 3 or 4 times throughout the whole like.
Is this like somebody on Jake Paul's team or something?
That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like.
Because like that definitely sounds like just some random YouTuber shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it took me off guard. I was like, who is this guy? I was like, I'm trying to see this
like a fight.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see this
Dude,
fight.
fighting game commentators, not all of them, but most of them, they go ham.
Yeah.
Like, they're funny as fuck.
They do, and sometimes they go too ham. They're like, okay, you gotta stop now.
Yeah.
I start laughing. Oh, someone was telling me you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we got. So I like the fact that a lot of friends have been like, kind of just talking about the podcast and things. They really like. I'm like, man, people really are listening. Like this feels good, you know. So one of them.
You're warming his heart.
Warming my heart. One fan.
Like the Grinch. It's getting bigger.
The heart. My heart. 3 times this day. My heart grew 3 times this day. One of them specifically asked about 2 situations. One involving Ivan, one involving Angel. Angel used to work at this certain store inside a mall that y'all made. Yeah, I know.
Hot topic, burn down. Hot topic.
Hot topic, burn down. Hot topic. Yeah, that shit was ass, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of like people want to work there. You know.
Yeah, they want to work there because of the people. The people are cool. It's just the environment.
fellow crew members.
Some of them.
Don't you feel like
most of them are fake actually?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like
the
in a
whole
lot
scene,
of
some of them are fake, and I don't know why. It's just weird.
I feel like the cool thing is you get to basically dress however you want.
Yeah, that was the cool thing. You get to express yourself more, but then again, you had like all these other rules.
Don't you feel like mostly every job is kind of just like the people here are cooler than the job?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, that's just kind of how it is. Like unless you're doing something like actually like you like
your passion or something.
Which usually doesn't involve other people. Like mostly
because
from what I know.
Because mainly your passions are usually niche. So
But yeah, man, go ham.
Oh man, I don't know if I should talk about that.
We could spread it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's spread it out. What's one of the craziest things you've seen?
I've seen?
Yeah, like seen while working, like on shift. Like
Man.
not something that you heard. Something that was like on shift.
Well, I don't know if it's this crazy because like I have to like go back into my depths of my memory because some of it's repressed.
Yeah, how long you been there?
I was there for like 2.5 years, I think.
All right.
Felt like longer.
It felt like way longer.
Because it's hell. Hell feels long.
Damn.
Yeah, but I've been hissed at by a vampire.
What?
Oh yeah, I think I remember you
Go
told
into
us
that,
this.
man.
Yeah.
Let's hear that.
So it's just a normal day. It's like either a weekend or like just like a slow weekday, and these group of kids come in. I say like probably like 15, 14, 16. And I'm like, oh, do you guys need anything? And one's wearing like particularly all black and like has like fingerless gloves and stuff, and it's cool, right? And so and then she looks up at me and she has like contacts, like cat eyes, and she has vampire teeth, and she hisses at me, and I'm like, what does that mean? You know?
Like, did you tell her that?
Yeah, no, in my head, because like I don't know what to do. I just been hissed at.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I look at the group just to see if like they respond to what I said. And one of them was like, "Nah, we're good." And I look back at the girl who hissed at me, and she does a little hiss again. And so I just walked away, like that was it. But I was like, I didn't talk to him again because I didn't try and get hissed at again. Or bit. I wasn't trying to get turned at that point.
It was funny, like that situation.
Trying to get turned.
Like what's funny about that situation is like we've hanged out with people who probably would have done that.
Yeah.
In our life, and it's like, oh, that cringe, bro.
One of my most like hated times there was when we got Rick and Morty. Rick and
Morty started getting all big and stuff.
But every time this is when Pickle Rick came out, and so we had that in the front of
the funniest thing.
That episode's dope as fuck.
I actually like Tiny Rick more than Pickle Rick. Tiny Rick was
funny.
Yeah, Tiny Rick means more.
But Pickle Rick, that fool got a rat exoskeleton and
yeah, that fool's gangster.
That fool fought with Danny Trejo.
Pickle Rick is gangster. Tiny Rick needs help.
Yeah.
But we had this little Pickle Rick plush. That was right.
That's funny.
It was right in front of the store, right when you walk in.
Yeah.
And you don't know how many people. I was a greeter, either greeter or cashier.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know how many times people came and going, Pickle Rick.
Oh damn.
I had to hear that every day, dog. Yeah. Every time I was there, it was it's the same joke. And these guys, the thing is,
bro, it's so funny because like I do be entering stores, or I do be saying jokes that are kind of like low hanging fruit. And then, like, after I would say it, I'd be like, I wonder how many times that was said.
Yeah,
and in order to like add on to said joke to like kind of like revitalize it a little bit, but it's still the same joke, bro.
What I used to do with people that used to come in when I was a cashier, I would be like folding a bunch of clothes on my cash register, and someone would come up like, "Oh, are you open?" I'd be like, "Yeah, give me your stuff so I can ring it." And I would look at the clothes, and I'd be like, "Oh, all this too?" And then they'll look at the pile of clothes I'm folding. They're like, "Oh, no." Yeah. I just start laughing to myself. Yeah. Because I just tell people that.
It's funny fucking with customers.
Yeah.
It's like little things, man. It's a little thing, especially for a worker, bro. Yeah. I'm trying to lighten up my day for a little bit. I'm just
sometimes they laugh, so it makes their day better.
I'm still gone.
I've been hit on by a drunk mom before.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's just awkward, bro. I was ringing.
She was drunk?
Yeah.
How do you think she got there? You think she drove there like that?
Well, that's when AMC had the liquor.
Oh.
Yeah. I was there, you're gonna say that.
Yeah.
The alcohols?
Yeah, so I guess she had just came in from the movie.
Yeah.
And she had a daughter that was probably like 17, 16.
Oh, you know what? They also had Blaze Pizza over there that had all that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
My birthday, where we
oh yeah, got that picture.
One place, yeah. I got drunk as fuck. I started letting out all the secrets.
It was a good night. Yeah, happy birthday.
But
didn't we watch Broly?
No, we saw.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Promare,
yeah. Good movie, and I actually really like that movie, and it's on HBO Max right now, I think, and it's just really cool seeing like my name finally in something.
Yeah, the main character's name is Gallo.
The Gallo, bro. Gallo Finals.
Yeah, representation, dog.
Yeah, and then fucking like the guy who voices Ichigo and all that jazz said my name. I think Sasuke said my name. A lot of people just said my name.
You should just have like a frame of people of who said your name.
Yeah, and then have the sound bites on the bottom. Yeah, you can like click the. Gallo.
We watched the dub, huh?
Yeah.
I like dub.
It was nice dub.
That's funny.
Oh, but go on. People were saying Pickle Rick all the time and shit.
Oh, you got drunk on. You got hit on by the drunk
mom.
Drunk lady.
But as she was saying, like, she was like, "What's your name, Angel?" I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And that's when I got the tattoo on my finger, that one that got away, and it's the Infinity Cross.
Yeah.
And I was telling her what it was and stuff. I was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, it means sulfur, but it also means this." And she was like, "Oh, I believe in that too." And she was like all slurring her words and like leaning over the counter, and then like the daughter was right next to her, like let's go,
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to be nice and like talk, like answer the questions as I'm doing the work. So like she doesn't think like I'm just being a dick.
Yeah.
And I also not trying to make the daughter uncomfortable, but like answering back.
There's too many things to do, bro.
Yeah.
In this interaction.
So I'm just like shutting down.
Single interaction.
I'm just ringing up the stuff. She's like, "Oh, what's your name, Angel?" Oh, she started singing "Angel Baby" at one point.
She started singing that.
Yeah, but like not loud, but like just like to me and stuff. Like, yeah, I like that song, and I'm like,
that's
that's
funny,
cool.
dude.
Yeah.
She was busting the moves on
bro.
you.
You're leading her on too. Look at you. You're leading her on, bro. That was a dick move.
I couldn't be a stepdad at that point.
You just kept going with it.
Now I was trying to get her out, dog.
You trying to get her out?
Not take her out, but just out
No,
the
I mean you're taking
I was
her
trying
out,
to
bro.
ring her up, dog.
You were like, you want to go back to the movies? And she's like, how'd you know I just came from there?
I know when Ernie worked there, he talked about dealing with bronies. Did you have to deal with bronies?
No, but there was one that asked me. He was like, hey, there was like a group of like kids.
Uh-huh.
Well, not kids. I just think everyone's a kid to me for some reason. But there was a group of these guys, and they're probably like 19, 17, 19.
I mean, that's kind of like a kid to us, bro.
Yeah,
been a
and
few years,
oh yeah,
bro.
because we're older.
We're
older
old,
now.
bro,
Yeah.
now. Oh.
And so
I feel like I was just 18 the other day, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying now I'm being old.
I've been at my job for 6 years, but I forget, and sometimes I feel like I've only been there for
I
4.
was going through a quarter life crisis.
I'm
Like
like,
quarter life crisis,
I'm
bro.
about to start too. I'm about to start racing bucket cars.
Do people do that in their quarter life crisis? Racing bucket cars? Because I know a lot of people who do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, me and neighbor actually were gonna start a thing. If you actually know people who do that,
I do know people who do that, but
Yeah.
what does that have to do with you guys doing it?
because we're gonna start a thing like bucket racing. Like we're gonna start a whole crew called 95 and down.
95 and down?
Yeah, bucket racing, dog.
So you have to be born in 95?
No,
or
the
lower?
car has to be on 95 or down.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was kind of like...
yeah, the car has to be
down.
95 or down. No, but people don't want to touch my hair. Like strangers don't want to touch my hair, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's normal.
Mhm.
But at Hot Topic, people want to touch your hair.
Yeah, that's just the
Customers?
That's
Yeah.
how the life is, bro.
Weird.
Everyone
Yeah,
wants to touch
like
your
I
hair,
legit had a
that's
chick come in one day, right? And she was like a regular, and she was cool and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she would talk. She's kind of like a goofy out of character, which I don't mind. But one day she came in, she was like, "Can I touch your hair?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead. Fuck it. Touch my hair." And so it's trying to get that sale. And she touched my hair, and then she goes, "Oh, I just nutted." I was
What the
like,
fuck?
Yeah.
And you're like, you gotta go.
You gotta go. You
gotta go.
That's too much. Here's a shirt. 50% off if you buy another.
Yeah, you're still telling her the sales. You're like, you gotta go. You can come back when my shift is over. Yeah, I don't want to deal with this.
I'm off at 5, but don't look for me.
I'm off at 5, but don't look for me.
What about the fucking pop collectors? You said some funny shit about them.
Those were the worst, bro.
Like how they're trying to say like if the box is a little
Yeah,
damaged.
they're trying to get like 75% off, 50% off if the box was bent, scratched.
Yeah, why don't
And
you?
what'd you tell them?
I told this one chick, she was like so mad at me that I told her like, no, that's not product, that's packaging.
Yeah.
And she goes, I told her we only do that if the product is paint is chipped, deformed during shipping or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, well, the box is damaged and that is the product. I'm like, no, that's packaging, so you can buy the product. It makes you want to buy the product.
That's fucking funny, bro. Because to a pop collector,
Yeah.
they care about that box.
Yeah, they
man.
do, bro.
I know.
I take my pops out.
I used to work at
Yeah,
that
me
Lego
too.
store.
Let your toys breathe.
Yeah. Hashtag let your toys breathe.
Yeah.
I used to work at that Lego store, and like there was like this group of people who would always come in, buy thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
motherfuckers
thousands.
spend money on
No,
Legos.
those
And then apparently you have them at your store
Yeah,
too, because
that's the thing,
it was
it's
the
the
same.
thing.
It was the same mall, and when they would buy these things,
What did,
they would always ask for like the packaging and blah blah blah. Do you have more in the back? Do you have
Yeah.
more in the back? And it's like, no,
no. Those is two Asian women. I remember specifically. They'll come to the store and we have like clothes racks so we can like.
Did they only speak like
No, they-
like a foreign language?
No,
Or-
they both spoke in English, but
Oh,
most
they
of
probably weren't the same then.
yeah,
'Cause-
most of them spoke English. They just didn't want to because yeah,
Maybe they were.
There's Mexican ladies like that too.
yeah, they just don't like to. They just like to. They like to fuck with you for some reason.
Yeah.
We had like a specific
Because
member.
I've asked someone like, Spanish or English, they'll talk to me in Spanish, right? And I've spoken Spanish, and they and so when I'm trying to talk to them, they give up and they start speaking English, but in my spoken Spanish.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dog, we could have just been doing this.
Yeah, because I know that we had a specific member on our team that spoke whatever it was. I don't want to offend anybody, but if he's not there, we can't.
Yeah, we
I don't know. I can't communicate with these people.
Well,
And
I
then-
kind of do hand gestures because
Well,
communication is visual.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That,
that
well, I mean,
works.
yeah. That's how I'm pretty sure they were used to it too,
Mhm.
because the transactions always went through. So like they would always bring up boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. We would be there just ting 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 ting, bringing all this stuff up, And then at the end, it'll be like $1,000, $2,000. I'll look at their reward card because they had a reward card. No shit.
You have a lot of points, right?
And they would always have like $500, like something
and
like
they'll
something.
be like, no, save it.
Yeah, and they say no.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
they say
y'all
no
really
every time.
Y'all really waiting for that day where you can get an entire thing for free?
Like an entire haul?
Yeah, get an entire haul just for free.
Because they know that the store is gonna have a drop sale. So they're waiting for that
So
drop
they're
sale.
waiting for those.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up though.
Yeah,
But also, Lego Store never has drop
But
sales.
not when I'm working there though, you know.
But Lego Store never has drop sales.
Oh, no?
We have a clearance aisle of like things that have like broken boxes and shit, and that's kind of all. Like we never do anything else other than that.
We
Or they do. They never. I'm not part of it.
We have this thing called Hot Mess, and it's just a bunch of boxes in the front.
Oh, boxes and
Yeah.
boxes, bro.
Yeah, and it's just a bunch of like clearance stuffed in them. So you have to look through them.
Hot Mess?
Yeah, it's called Hot Mess.
And
it's a
It's
mess.
a sale.
Is that, it's for the customers?
Yeah,
Just like hot cash?
Yeah. It's like it's called Hot Mess because it's a fucking hot mess.
Uh-huh.
Everyone just looks
That's
through the
funny.
boxes. Yeah. Everyone just looks through the boxes, and I gotta clean it up.
Yeah, sorry.
These
I do that on purpose.
these customers, they will come in the store and they'll ask for 2 clothes racks that we had, like the store's clothes racks, like not even like in-store clothes racks, like the stuff we use for inventory. So we have to get it from the back and roll it out for them. And then they'll start vlogging of like the finds that they'll find.
No way.
Yeah, they'll vlog everything. Like if there was a jacket, they'll put on the jacket and then they'll show it off to the camera because they're going live.
Yeah.
And they'll show off to the camera. And
Live?
Then, yeah, and then if it was like a sweater, like
Can't
something,
you like say something if it was live? Like be like,
no,
hey,
bro, they wanted that money, dog. They wanted that money. Because they will spend $4,000, $3,000, like in one day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's just them there for like 2 or 3 hours just vlogging.
Because if you think about it, like at our current job, that no one does that. Like you can't just have somebody come in here saying $4,000, $5,000 of what we have.
Yeah. And them they're like, sheesh. Because everyone
then that
just
ruined
walk
our
in,
day.
look around and walk out. So I forget what it's called, but it's when so many people have to come in, they have to buy something. So many people have to buy something. It's like when you walk into a store. Like for us, like if 5 people walked into a store,
mystery shoppers or something.
No. It's like a percent, like a percentage for the store. Like they read how many people come in with the sensors, and then they see how many people actually buy something.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to have
really? You guys had that?
Yeah, we have to have a quota between like how many people walked in.
A quota.
Yeah, like if 5 people walked in, I'd have to sell one thing to that group.
For real?
Yeah.
And what if you didn't?
And then our status would drop, and our store would look bad.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's basically mainly for the managers. It's mainly for the managers and stuff, not for sales. Because I would get like one person in that group of 5 to buy something like a lot of things, but they'll be like, Angel, you're not getting more people to buy stuff.
What was your incentive to that stuff?
No, nothing.
Nothing, right?
No,
That's what these
one time
places
they
do.
used to offer like gift cards and stuff, but that manager left, and so they weren't doing that.
That's what these places do, dude. They offer something that's like not even like that much.
And I'd be like one of the best sellers too. Like I would always be like top 3 at best.
And then what did it give you? Nothing.
Yeah, so I stopped trying.
Did you ever become a key holder?
Nah, that was gonna be my mission afterward, but I noticed all the favoritism, and so I was like, I'm out. Well, I just didn't show up.
Wasn't it because of the pandemic?
Yeah, I didn't show up. I think they called me back.
Oh, they did?
They did?
I think so, because I don't pick up my phone.
Yeah, it's random numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither, man.
Yeah, so
I don't trust that shit.
Bro, I have so many random numbers call me, and I've actually applied to some places.
Which is a good thing.
So it's pretty funny.
Oh, yeah?
So it's pretty funny because I'm like, damn it, I don't know.
Better job offer. You're like,
I'm like, I don't know if that
might be a debt collector.
It might be a debt collector. And I'm like,
I don't have no debt collectors.
It might be a fake debt collector.
yeah, the fake ones, bro. They try to get
Oh,
you for
yeah.
It could be real. It could be fake, dog. I ain't picking up for both.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't know if it's like, hey, this phone you had like way back when.
And I
Like,
would have paid my debt if there wasn't so many fake debt collectors.
exactly.
Because now
How do
I
I
don't trust nobody.
know? How do I know this person's who they say they are? How do I know?
Like,
They're literally just a random on the phone.
my name is Jeff from accounting, and you,
Oh my
you
God!
forgot
Sometimes,
to pay your taxes. And
sometimes
the
they
FBI
have
is
like
gonna
these
arrest
sketchy
you.
ass like voices and like the way that they
It's Indians and Nigerians. They're the scammers.
You got to pay me $500, but you got
Oh, have you seen
load
the
up one more gift cards of $250.
Yeah, the gift cards. and shit. No, yeah, there's like these
Credit card
scammers
scams?
on YouTube. Like
Yeah.
they fight against the scammers. and
Yeah, I
stuff.
watched them. Yeah,
Yeah, and I watch it, and like now I'm like
I know
in
the
my
lines.
head about now I'm
Yeah.
in my head about all this stuff.
That's why it's crazy, bro. I can send you some videos, but
Bro, I went to.
I saw the gas station whatever's with you and Samson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when
That
it was
shit's
stealing
funny.
stuff.
Yeah.
That one's funny, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Me and Samson watching people steal from gas stations because they have, some of the gas stations have what they call it with the securities
I forget.
loss prevention.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the guy would the guy's like commentating on how the guy's stealing shit. And then after they steal shit, that's when he runs out and gives them a ticket and shit, like runs him down.
Not a ticket, but
Yeah.
he tells them, "Stay right here. We're gonna call the police."
Yeah, and
And
they
then-
give him a ticket.
And then
But they
he'll
don't
call
stay.
the police, and then they'll come, right? But if the person doesn't believe them or doesn't want to stay, they just dip, and then nothing happens.
But you know what's crazy though? Cops will actually mail you tickets and like actually give you tickets.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
If
yeah,
you're
they
on
still
video.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're on video and you have your license plate.
Yeah,
Oh.
like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I think you know like those cameras that take a picture of you if like you do like an illegal turn
Yeah.
and like there's a camera there.
No.
LA has a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
San Bernardino too. But yeah, if they take a picture and you think like, oh, I got away. If I haven't seen that shit in a year, you'll get it. You'll get it eventually. They
What?
just
Oh,
fucking email. They just mail it to you, and then you see your picture, and they're like, "That's you," and you gotta have to pay this much.
That one time we went to Irvine to watch Isle of Lost Dogs, and then we went to because Irvine.
The toll roads apparently.
Yeah.
You gotta have an entire toll road. Like it was like
What are
four
they,
different.
the call pools and they turn into
Yeah,
toll.
and
There's a-
there was
there's
like
a-
four different ones.
There's a way to get in there without using the toll roads, but you can't find it through GPS. GPS
You have
is
to
always
know
gonna
about
take
it.
Yeah,
You
the
have to know about
GPS
it.
didn't let us do it, bro. Like, yeah, you have to know about it. And we're going like cities and cities away, bro. Like, we had no idea where we were headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did it all just to watch that dope ass movie.
It was a good
and
movie.
It was worth
and
it.
it was nice. Yeah, it was a nice night.
But there was a bunch of hipsters there, man.
Yeah, there was.
Like, literally-
and there was a chance that we could not have seen it.
Yeah. But
There
the
was a
movie
chance that
theater
we drove
was
all the way
dope
down
as
there.
fuck. That was a dope ass movie theater.
It was.
But okay, so me, I don't give a fuck what movie it is. I'm gonna wait for. I've always been like this. Like, I let everyone leave the theater before me. Kind of, not everyone, but most of the people.
Yeah, I don't trust.
Yeah.
I don't
'Cause it's
trust.
like-
Not only I don't trust people, but I don't trust the movie, dog.
Yeah, but also no, it's just like, why am I gonna deal with walking?
Yeah,
huddle
it's
up
like
with all
why
these
leave
people?
when everybody else is leaving?
Yeah, just wait, and then you can get out as freely as you want. Like, it doesn't matter. So, and it's just a fucking vibe, just sitting there to me, just sitting
Yeah,
there.
because
with
I also
all the
do
credits
like people
roll.
watching too,
Yeah.
and people do leave differently. So
Yeah.
if you look how they leave and look how they panic and stuff,
Also,
it's
it's like-
amusing to me.
It's no hindrance to wait too.
Yeah,
It's no
it's not.
hindrance
There's
at
no
all.
hindrance.
Yeah.
It's-
Because the people who are cleaning are waiting with you.
Yeah.
It's for all the people to leave.
Yeah, so like, I always do that. I don't care, but usually now everyone does it because like Marvel movies. So now people are just
yeah,
kind of
that's
conditioned to like wait after the credits.
yeah.
But that's not what we were doing. Obviously, the Isle of
Yeah.
Lost Dogs wasn't gonna have a lot.
yeah, somebody said something,
Yeah,
yeah.
someone said something. They were like, "This isn't a Marvel movie, guys. Get the fuck out!" And I was like, "What the fuck?
Like, fuck you, dog.
Chill the hell out, fucking
Yeah,
bitch."
we're about, like, I'm about to, I'm about to get. Woo.
Just because you go to college in Irvine and you think you're special. You think
Oh,
you're
that's
hipster.
another thing too. Yeah, the place was right next to a college.
Oh,
Like it was literally right next to a college. The theater.
it's
Ooh, the film's
usually
cool.
people who think they have something that says something.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just came back from Vegas, right?
Oh, yeah,
And I was
yeah.
on the strip, and I was drinking a drink or smoking my bang pen, right?
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
And my mask was down, and I'm drinking and I'm hitting it.
And someone told you something.
Some lady and her husband walked past me and they're like, she's like, put your mask on, fool. You know, like,
The
and
fuck?
I turn around right away. I go, nope, because I was fucking drinking.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like I just.
This is one of the first places that literally were like, let's not wear masks.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And it's like, you see me doing me, right? Why even
Yeah.
try to come?
If-
You're
if-
doing you. You have your mask
Yeah.
on. That's cool.
if you want to like be extra safe about it, stay away then.
Yeah. It's like 6 feet.
I'm
Don't
literally
be in
doing
Vegas.
something. I'm
Don't be
literally-
in Vegas if you're scared of it. You know.
Yeah.
Like, but if you're gonna tell me something and then not expect me to respond to it, because she looked shocked, and her
Yeah.
husband wasn't gonna say anything, because like, I mean, he didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
But it's like, why say shit like that?
That makes no sense.
How was the trip overall, though?
It was cool. I'm not like I don't sightsee like most people do.
Mhm.
I don't like lights. I don't like the.
I like lights.
I like the.
lights.
I don't like
I
the
hella like lights.
people. I like seeing the people more.
You didn't like the view from like your hotel?
I
room or
walked in
something?
it. I walked in the view, and it makes the view not look that nice.
Being in Vegas is like being in
Because I walked in the morning to go to a dispensary because I didn't have weed.
Yeah, no.
And
I went to one over there.
Yeah. I couldn't get anything because my ID was expired. Which is another rant for another time. But well, actually not another time for right now.
Actually,
any place in Cali right here will probably give you will let you in like a dispensary if your ID is expired. You know, you just have to be over.
Yeah, because your ID expiring isn't your fucking like you're
my
not
life,
suddenly a
you
baby now.
But this fool said I legally can't let you in here if you don't have this ID. I'm like, man, I'm going back to Cali.
It's so funny because that was like the first place you could actually just buy weed and smoke it and stuff, and now there's like we're gonna be more fucking strict than the places that just got that law.
Yeah, it's like, and it's funny because like it's a common like misconception like. People in Cali, it was easy to smoke weed and stuff. They go somewhere, they're like, man, I can't find nothing. And it's like, I'm that now. I'm that stereotype. I can't find nothing outside of Cali. I mean, I could, but it's like,
I just get a homesick outside of Cali.
Oh no, I don't get homesick. I feel like I want to leave more, longer. Like I feel like I want to wander off longer.
Oh,
you get me?
Have you guys played the 5th gen Pokemon games?
No.
Unova region? Oh, well.
Yeah, I played a little bit of
You know how Vegas has, like, the streets, but then, like, the hotels are connected to each other with those bridges and shit?
Yeah.
That shit's hella dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
I feel like
I
I'm
like
in one
that.
of those Unova cities.
I like that a lot,
That
too.
shit's dope, huh?
Yeah.
And then, like, the fact that...
Hold up. Before we continue that, what the fuck is that in the bag?
What is that?
Dude, bro.
Is that a fucking ad back there?
Oh, it's a
Get out of here! God.
Damn, that fool creeped up this time, bro.
Dude, rude. Rude. Good, continue, Ivan.
I forget what it's called because I don't drink as much as I used to. But, open container or some shit like that.
All the law?
Yeah, you can walk around and with a beer in your hand over
that's
there.
what we're doing over
That
there.
shit was dope as fuck, dude. Because, like, I feel like I was always watching my shoulder, walking around with a beer, but I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's free.
Oh.
You know what's crazy, bro? If you're inside the casino and you're gambling,
I hate being inside the casinos,
well,
dude.
you fucked up because that's where you get free
smoke,
drinks.
bro.
You can't get,
Yeah. But I mean,
that's where
also,
you fucked up. Nah, I know, but like, I don't want to deal with all that smoke, dude.
yeah, bro. I
That
don't
shit's
know
terrible.
what it is about that place. Like even like the no smoke area, you're just kind of still like
It's there.
It's the
like
nicotine.
it's the area, bro.
I didn't care. I was with my grandma chilling.
You see all the fucking, I don't know, the sheep,
Oh yeah.
the old sheep on gambling.
Bro.
Hey, we talking about my grandma like that.
People like they look like they're fused.
My
to
mom
the
won, my grandma won
machines.
200, but she left with 60.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but she came with 40, so it evened out.
Oh,
She
so
made
alright.
$20.
Yeah,
That's all. It's still positive, bro. That's
Yeah.
the stock market.
She went with you guys?
yeah, she went with us. Oh, that's what you
It
meant?
was a whole
Yeah.
family
Yeah.
trip, bro.
Yeah, it
Oh, I
was,
thought it was just you and,
no, it was me, my cousin, her girlfriend, the 3 kids, the girlfriend's brother, little brother, and then my grandma.
your
And,
mom didn't go?
Nah, the whole car was crammed, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I had a kid sitting on me.
You were there for the whole weekend, right?
Yeah, for three days.
At a hotel or like a...
Yeah, circus.
And you
Whoa.
couldn't smoke the whole time.
I only smoked the first night. The first night we got there.
Yeah.
Because I only had a nug. But the other nights, I only had like a Stacey pod. Because from my cousin's girlfriend, I had a Stacey. And she had she let me hit it throughout the whole time. So that's the only high I was getting. But from wax, like the Stacey wax and stuff, from bud, it was different highs. And so I was like, it was more like a sober high than it was like a high. You get me?
Interesting.
And you like high highs?
Yeah. Especially if I'm gonna look at lights like that, I have to.
Did you walk through that one street that had all the street performers?
No, I didn't do that.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That street's crazy.
We didn't go.
I kind of wanted to like get really fit and dress up as like a really skimpy JoJo character, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character.
I'll go with you. I'll be
You
a
know
jester.
what, bro?
I'll
You can
dance
be
Next
my-
time?
you can be my stand. No, I'll be your stand. Nah.
Damn, he's gonna be the fool from the Fool's Podcast.
Yeah.
And be your stand.
I want to be a
Bro,
jester following.
next
I'm gonna
time
make
you
my
go
own,
there, just
jester
get-
necklace with bone and some jingles.
Next time you go there, just bring edibles and shit, bro.
That's what I'm gonna do actually.
Yeah, because like that, you don't. There's no hindrance to people. There's no like.
Well, I don't give a fuck
or
about people.
there's no,
Everyone
like,
was smoking
Oh,
over
your
there, though.
family. I mean.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're probably smoking fucking cigarettes.
I
and
wander
stuff.
away, dog.
You
There's like
did?
this big ass.
Yeah.
There's like this big ass metal praying mantis sculpture that shoots out fire, dude. That shit's crazy.
Bro, they had a Statue of Liberty over there with the mask on.
Huh.
That shit was so trippy to me.
The Statue of Liberty had a mask.
Yeah, the Statue of Liberty over there.
The Liberty.
Yeah.
Hell, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. How can you be free if you got a mask on?
Hey man.
Hey, man, you can't even breathe freely.
Bro, she's like definitely 6 feet away from people.
In height too.
In height too. Yeah, so the second fan question was toward Ivan. So they had dated a person. Well, first let's go into the fact that Ivan has this series on his Instagram, if you guys follow him, called the Lookalike series, where he finds people who look just like you.
Huh.
Like he'll do celebrity lookalikes, and he'll do lookalikes of his friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And he does multiples too. So like it'll be like the same person like 5 times.
That's just funny.
And it's so funny. And there's just one time that we had a friend, and she was dating a person that looked like Ivan. So he posted the lookalike series of them.
Oh no, that was before when that shit happened. I wasn't even doing the series yet. You guys just sent it to me.
Really?
Yeah. What I did was I put him as my profile picture.
Oh yeah.
That's what that was?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So like I mean, growing up I'd always thought like, oh, this person looks like this person, you know?
Yeah.
Like so like even now when I'm making the lookalikes, people are always like, how do you find these? How do you find who looks like who? And I'm like, dude, I'm literally just like watching a show.
Yeah, that's how life is.
And I'm like, that fucker looks like this person.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, so like, I've always thought that, but then like, one time my friends sent me that person's like a photo that they had just posted with their ex at the time, and this will look exactly like me. And I was like, what the fuck? We had like the same style, clothes, hair, face. My eyebrows were better, but yeah. But other than that, like we look the same, and so I put him as my profile picture, and then like once I did that, I guess whoever had sent it to me showed her that I put it as my profile, and then she thought it was funny.
Apparently he was upset.
Yeah, and apparently
at the fact that Ivan over here
did
did that. And apparently this guy also had to like edit his photos.
Yeah.
Ivan never edits his photos.
Nah.
So Ivan's the better of the two.
Ivan's the true Ivan.
Ivan's the true Ivan.
He had
that's the way to put it. Not the better of the two. He's the true Ivan.
Yeah, he had to edit his photos just to look like me.
Isn't that crazy?
That's funny.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, people have to edit the
that's
photos.
just how it ended up.
No, but
Like,
isn't that crazy? That
yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that somebody had.
And he was mad. I'm like, damn, bro. I thought it was funny, you know.
Yeah.
But this fool was like,
Well, haters be haters, losers.
Haters be hating. Yeah. Bro, they hate us because they ain't us.
they hate us because they ain't us.
Literally to you. They hate you because they're not you.
what does Big Baby used to say? Hi hater, bye hater.
Yeah. Hi haters, bye haters.
That's funny, bro. So the whole time you just thought it was funny.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It was like no malicious,
No malicious intent at all.
it's just oh, this is funny.
That shit's funny, bro. I was like, what the hell? This guy looks like me.
This fool just hates his life afterwards, and you just ha ha ha.
Bro, I wonder if he still thinks about you. He's like, there's somebody out there.
That looks like my
Doppelgänger.
edited picture.
Like my edited picture. Man.
Did I create him? did me editing my photos create this Ivan?
Oh, did he create me?
What's it call it? At the end during episode 2, there was like the dogs barking in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was pretty cool, like background noise.
Yeah, you liked it?
Yeah, it like went along with the beat sometimes.
Yeah.
Other times they were just going crazy.
Yeah, they're just going ham, bro.
Yeah.
I tried my hardest to try to edit them out, but they were doing that shit
I
for
mean the dogs from the last
wild.
episode.
No, from episode
that
2.
was
Oh, episode 2.
That's 2 episodes now, bro.
Damn, man.
Bro, no, that's what brings me. Like this episode felt like I felt like we weren't gonna do it yet. Like it just came so fast. The week was already gone. I feel like we already just recorded the last episode.
That's how I kept updating you guys. I was like, so what time are you doing this? Just in case you guys forget, because I know sometimes it slips.
I woke up at 12 today.
I woke up at 8, dog.
I was like,
Got my
damn.
level, though.
Well, I woke up at
8.
I woke up at
you
7
got
something.
Oh, you got work too?
I had work.
I woke up at 7 something yesterday.
Yeah, but that was yesterday. Today, you woke up at 12.
Didn't you have work yesterday too?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
yeah.
opened.
Yeah, we opened.
Well, that's
Closing.
nice.
I did the close and open.
Oh,
Bro, that shit is the worst.
Yeah.
Swing shift?
But yeah,
It is like a swing shift.
dude.
Yeah.
Y'all, remember that one? I don't know. I can't remember his name, but you know how like me and you used to. Well, I would be at your house, right? And you'd go to school, and then you'd be at school with everyone, and then I'd go to your school and we meet up with our group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'd go back to your place, and then we'd be like, oh fuck it, let's walk to Julian's house.
Okay, so that was from Birch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time, a kid from Birch who I never met before. Well, I met a lot of people. That's how I met. What's his face?
I don't know, yeah.
I met that way, but like this other guy joined us one time, right? And like we're walking to Julian's house, and he's like, you know what I'm talking about, right? He had like a mustache. He was tall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, we're walking, And this fool goes, we're like almost there. He's like, damn, you guys walk a lot. No wonder you guys have nice ass legs.
Do you
No,
remember that?
I don't remember that at all.
That shit was funny,
I remember,
bro.
I don't know if I was there, but I remember Ivan telling me about this.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
funny as fuck. Because honestly, we do walk a lot.
Yeah, 'cause-
I walk a lot.
That we walk
We
a
did,
lot.
yeah.
Even back then, Gal walked a lot with us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for this,
Bro, I take pride in it. I even brought it up to Ivan.
Now.
yeah.
I brought it up to Ivan the other day. I was like, man, dude, like, why didn't we join track?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I was like,
for
what,
real.
like
we were
dead
lazy
ass?
kids at the
Yeah,
same
we were
time.
lazy
Yeah,
as
we
fuck.
were.
We only want to do what we want to do.
Especially the fact, like, what we mentioned in the last episode, how we didn't even want to join a club or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it would have taken out from our time, but also, like,
Well,
we
isolated
would
and
literally
antisocial.
run. Like, we would literally run from,
Yeah.
like, city to city.
We would just have fun and shit.
Yeah. Like,
just-
sometimes, like, the schedule kind of called for it. We'd be like,
Mm.
oh, we want to hang out with these people, but we, you know, it'll take too long if we walked.
Yeah.
So we would run from, like, Real to the Fontana.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, not a little bit. I remember there was a time with Gio that was like from around the Bird School. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What's her name's house? All the way to Angel's work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
at the
just
time.
fun.
Yeah, we ran straight over there.
crazy.
It was really funny just seeing an outsider from the group hang out with us for a day and be like, what the fuck,
Like,
you guys?
do this every day?
You guys do this all the time? No wonder you guys have nice ass legs.
And it carried over even to like now, because even after I came back from Vegas, it was like at 12 a.m. Like we got back.
You walked to Steve's house?
I biked to Steve's house.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still the same thing because like the mentality, you know, it's like, oh, you know, it's fuck, it's 3 miles down the street. You know,
It's just 3 miles, bro.
I'll fucking bike that shit real quick. You know, come back 3 miles.
Yeah, driving definitely changes that.
Yeah.
That mindset though,
Yeah, because
I
now you
put
look
on-
at 3
I
miles,
put
like,
on
damn, that's
pounds,
3
bro.
miles.
bro. Because like I would pass me. You know how like I live next to like this, like the whole marketplace right here, right?
Yeah.
Like now that I'm in Rancho,
Yeah.
past me would have just been like, all right, I'll head down there, and I'll just like walk it. I have like no reason to move my car. But now I'm just like, well, why not take the car? You know, and I just take the car. So like my mindset's kind of like swapped since I've been driving.
No.
Yeah, it kind of sucks sometimes, but also
When
like
I had a car, it wasn't swapped. I would walk to the liquor store, sell the kids still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I actually didn't like taking the car. Dude, it's like okay, like
yeah,
Yeah.
like if it, yeah,
I was
if,
like,
if I was in your area and I had to like drive, I'd be like, nah, there's no point in it.
Yeah.
In fact,
But
I
then
still do
again, I
that. I
think-
still do that when I'm at your
Yeah.
house. I'm like, I'm not gonna drive there. You know, we could.
because then again, everything is really right close to me, so I really don't have to drive. So that's another.
I was
point.
running yesterday, and like this little girl on a scooter was across the street,
She
right?
was trying to race you, huh?
No, she
Oh.
fucking threw up a thumbs up to me like for a long time. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Hey
so I
man,
threw-
kids are cool,
Bro.
man.
they are cool. I
Bro.
threw them back.
That brings me to like that time that I ran Giovanni that I just said. It felt like a Blink-182, you know, no, when they were like running around naked or whatever.
Yeah.
Because Giovanni took off his shirt at one point and he was running, and then there was like this like little girl, like two little girls just like playing inside their like little playhouse or whatever, and then they just like turn and they just see like a fucking shirtless Gio like running straight down the street like a madman. Yeah, and then I'm like behind him, I'm just like laughing because this is literally that music video. Like there's a scene that happens.
Didn't we go to Gio's house one time, and then we saw a guy steal like a little playhouse like that?
No way.
Yeah.
I think so.
Remember that one
Yeah.
time we went inside the Metro PCS, we see that guy steal a phone?
Yeah.
And we were like, should we do something? And then
Yeah.
before we were like, we came to a conclusion that food was out.
Yeah, we looked at each other, and then all of a sudden we heard like a big ass crash, and we look, and the guy he's still yanking it off.
Yeah, me and I legit had time to just
To,
do
like,
bear grip
decide?
him. Yeah, we had time. Like he was yanking out the wire. Me and I were like looking at each other, like, hey, should we do something or?
We're like, it's just a phone.
Yeah, and then we look back and this food was out the door.
Yeah, we look forward, and then we look back. He's out the door. He's in the parking lot. And then when we look forward again, then one of the workers, she was all like, "Yeah, it happened again. He stole another one." We're like, "What the fuck?"
Another one?
Yeah.
That was
They still let him inside?
Well, no one even knew he walked in because there was a
Yeah.
line.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
But yeah, he stole another one. I guess that same day or that same week.
Yeah, same week I think.
And then we looked at. That's when I was like, we should have just grabbed him.
In Coming to America with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall,
Uh-huh.
there's a scene where they're at the fake McDonald's place. I forgot the name of it, but McDowell's, I think.
Yeah, McDowell's. Yeah.
McDowell's, yeah. And then Samuel Jackson comes in for his small part in the movie,
Yeah.
robs the place, and they're like, man, that's like the 5th time this week or some shit like that. And then it's like the 5th time. You gotta stop letting him in here.
Lock the door.
Yeah, like, this guy just keeps coming in the same damn place. Like, no, like, get security. Like, get something.
It's crazy because last week my uncle, he saved a lady from getting her car jacked.
Oh, yeah,
I
shout out to
saw
Yeah.
that story that you sent me.
Yeah, she was crazy.
Got him Super Foo.
It was down the street from my house. Down the street from my house at this parking lot. Apparently this lady was getting her car jacked. She had like her kids in the back of the car, and my uncle went up to the guy, punched him in the face, threw him out the car, and called the cops. And
Dang,
they
he did all
arrested him.
that?
He did all that.
Man.
I was like, God damn.
That's right.
I was like, he told me what happened, right?
Because my vision was when you showed me the story that he was outside the car still, you know, and so like it was easier to get to him.
Yeah.
But that's extra work, dog. And for him to do extra work, that's,
for him to go in and do that, like that's
from the
hero.
GTA back at GTA car.
Yeah.
Like
GTA the car.
yeah, GTA the car. He legit said, "Get out of
Yeah,
here."
get out.
Yeah. That's balls, bro. That's like heroism. Like that's
I
not
told him, I was like,
not
dude,
common.
I was like, dude, you're a hero. You saved those kids' lives.
I mean, we debated, but that's because we're just debating, you know.
Yeah. And
but fuck, that fool just went.
yeah, and like.
But then again, that's not debatable.
Yeah. Well, when you see that stuff going on, you know, and it's like that fool really did it, and he told me, and I told him that, like I told him how he was a hero and shit, and then I told him he said something else, and I was like, dude, you're like Super Foo, because he looks like he's just like a tall ass cholo, right? So not cholo, but like
This is what he looks like.
Yeah, you know. And so I was like, damn, you're Super Foo. I'll be your sidekick, Foobin. He left me on red.
Bro, that's a bad name.
You should tell him, you're so cool, I'm gonna call you Kulo.
You mean Julio? No.
Kulo. You know what that means, right? Yeah.
And I'm gonna get all of it. Oh damn! Going back to your work, Angel. So there was no furries that you.
No,
saw?
that's what I was explaining. I got sidetracked.
That was a heavy ass sidetrack. That was like an hour ago.
Even an ad came in.
Even an ad came in. It was bro, that ad was freaky as fuck.
So I had furries come in, but the furries weren't the problem. The furries that were furries, they weren't the problem. It was the furries that were trying to cover up that they were furries. That was the problem.
How?
Trying to what?
Cover up that they were furries.
Corrupt?
Cover up.
Yeah, cover
that
up.
they were furries.
Yeah, because they wanted furry shit, but they didn't want to know. They didn't want to let me know they wanted furry shit. So like they were like, oh, you think it's weird that people buy this? I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, nah. It's like, just buy it if you like it, you know? Just,
What, is he pointing at like a fucking...
Lola Bunny Space Jam shirt?
No, he's pointing at the anal plug with the fucking furry tail on it.
It was a brony. Cause,
an actual brony?
Yeah. Because we had a My Little Pony section.
Yeah.
So, for a while, like, some furries and some bronies would come in and buy that shit. But there was this one guy who was like... He was like a I don't know. I seen him buy the shirt, so...
Yeah, a closet furry.
Yeah, he was a closet furry. He's like, hey, you think it's weird people buy this? I was like, nah, bro. Like, if people buy it, just buy it, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, then he asked me some other questions that I forgot, but specifically about, like, My Little Pony, and, like, what I thought about people buying it. And, like, if I saw them differently. I'm like, no, bro. Like, just buy the shirt if you want to buy it. Like, it's 50% off, you know?
Yeah. Like, you start throwing the sales at him?
Yeah, I started throwing the sales at him.
You're good at remembering the sales and shit.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was telling our manager. Like, if she would put me in the front, I'm pretty sure I can upsell pretty good. But yeah, he was just asking me all these questions, and at the end, he leaves with the shirt and like I think a plush of the My Little Pony. And it's like, why was he giving himself a hard time of buying it? Just buy it.
Yeah, there's conflict with himself.
Conflict with himself.
Yeah.
He couldn't be real into himself. Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring up the furry stuff again.
I got Gallo into Beastars.
Oh man.
Which is like it's a furry anime, but like, man, because I had another coworker.
Man, I'm not embarrassed to say it, bro.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's dope.
Haru's dope, bro.
Haru's dope.
Oh, she's pretty cute.
Lego, she's dope as fuck. Juno.
Legoshi? He's awesome. Hey, but like, even if you don't, like,
I mean, we played fucking Bloody Roar.
That's Animals Fighting, though.
That's a fighting game where humans turn into animals.
It's just anthropomorphic animals are dope. Like,
yeah, they're cool.
They're just cool. Anthropomorphic animals are cool, and just because like we were kind of
Alice the rabbit.
They conditioned us with like fucking Lola Bunny.
They did condition us.
Yeah.
Judy Hobbs.
No, that's not conditioning. That was after the conditioning.
That's the aftermath?
Yeah, that was the aftermath. That was us going, yeah, I remember I used to like Lola Bunny. And there was other ones.
Because you're talking about like when we were kids and stuff.
Yeah, when we were kids, we were like, because we had these feelings. We were like, whoa, that's a cute bunny.
That's Space Jam.
I was so conditioned. I mean, I'm still in it. I'll rep it hard, but like.
I'll rep it hard.
Yeah. No, it's because like I was talking with some guys, right? And then they were like, "What? What's her name? Roger Rabbit's wife?
Oh yeah, Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit. Yeah. There, he was saying what?
The anti-furry.
He's like, you guys don't like cartoon girls? Like, come on. He's like, Jessica Rabbit, bro. And they're like, oh, you're right, Jessica Rabbit. And I was like, oh yeah. And I go, oh yeah, Lola Bunny. And then they all looked at me weird. And I was like, oh, what the fuck?
You're like, hey, they're drawn the same. They just have different heads and skins and internal organs.
Maybe they didn't like bunnies. Maybe they like rabbits.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, and there's also Playboy. Playboy has like a fucking bunny mascot.
Like the bunny, yeah, as their mascot.
They're not sexualizing the rabbit, but it has to do with fucking stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just funny how like
it's so weird how bunnies are just sexualized in the first place though.
Yeah.
Because like they're just like, hey man.
I think of different.
Yeah. Because it's like, hey, look, these bunnies fuck, like, and they fuck a lot, bro. Like bunnies, they fuck. And then like it's just in our mind like, you know what, bunnies do fuck.
Yeah.
How about we just make that like the mascot of fucking?
You know what's crazy? People like try to have like bunny like ranches and rabbit ranches because they fuck a lot and they produce a lot, so they can use that as meat.
For real?
Yeah, but
wait, for real?
Yeah, but
I didn't know that.
But if the meat on the rabbits and bunnies, they're not thick. It's not like lean. There's no nutrients in it. So like you can't. It's called rabbit starvation. So you eat rabbits until you starve to death because you're not getting the full nutrients you need.
That's weird.
What the fuck? Yeah. I saw that in some shit.
Yeah.
I think that was in their Promised Neverland.
Don't you think that like?
I think.
Don't you think that they would like GMO these like rabbits at one
point?
point?
Now if it's like for hunger purposes. You get me like because it happened in Venezuela too. Like like starving countries and stuff. Like they try to hit rabbits like for survival.
Okay. Yeah.
But they can't they can't. The
rabbits but it's not like a successful process.
Yeah, because all the rabbits eat is grass. They don't eat.
Isn't that like? Well, I mean, because you think like wolves and stuff, like things in the wilderness, be eating these rabbits and stuff.
But wolves eat anything though, anything that's prey to them.
Yeah. So like, it's just like that's just kind of their snack at that point.
Yeah, it's like a snack, I guess.
It's just just something to hold them over.
Probably, most likely.
Because like. These birds, like there's a lot of like predators for bunnies.
I feel like animals metabolize differently than we do.
That's true.
So I feel like
they carry different nutrients that they need themselves and like shit out the rest.
That's why I feel like I haven't like been too that deep. So don't quote me on me.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, but I feel like animals metabolize differently.
I believe that. Especially since like dogs can't even eat a lot of the same things we eat.
Yeah.
They can't have like salt,
caffeine,
pepper,
avocado, onion.
They can eat some fruits, but not a lot of fruit.
No, they probably won't eat the fruit.
Yeah, they probably won't. Yeah, that's another thing too. The dogs have preferences.
Yeah,
that's funny.
They're picky. Yeah, if you let them be picky, they become human. They start eating human food, sitting at the table.
We have this new pug, and Wendy's been feeding her like. I gave her a watermelon and she ate it up. She gave her like an apple, and she eats it. Strawberries too. She was like, and we always ask Alexa first.
Did you toke up during 420?
Yeah,
we were recording this as 420 hit. I didn't even.
Oh no! Well, I toked up before.
I said it in the beginning of the episode.
Like a wise man once said, 420s every day.
Yeah.
Let's shout out to my man
Byron. Byranium.
Byranium?
Yeah, that's my nickname for him.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard you call him that once.
It's personal, that's how. It's individual. If Ivan calls you a nickname, it's individual.
One time, Steve, he was all like, a scientist discovered a new element, Byranium. I was like, dude, that's like the perfect like Saturday morning cartoon introduction of all time.
Oh yeah, scientist created Byranium. I know he's like a superhero.
Yeah. At first he was just an element metal type thing. Now he's a superhero.
That's funny.
He turned superhero.
Yeah.
Or like he touched like a material that wasn't named yet, and like it became Byranium because of him.
Yeah, that's cool. His life interacted with something else, and that's what became Byranium.
Yeah. It's like Jesus. No.
The third coming.
It's the hold on.
When was the second coming?
Yeah, when was the second one? We still
What?
waiting for the second coming.
Oh, really? I thought the second coming is when he came back to life.
Oh, wait,
No.
that was the first time.
No, yeah.
Because
The first coming basically is him being born.
yeah.
And the second coming hasn't happened because
The
we don't know
resurrection.
where he is.
Well, he
You
was
know?
buried behind this big
He was
ass
buried
rock,
behind a rock, and then the rock was open,
like
and
Narnia.
they're like,
Was
"Hey,
the
where's this
lion.
guy?"
and he was gone.
And he was gone.
No,
You
it
know?
was based off that too.
It's al fresco, bro.
Narnia. You gotta watch ReZero, dog.
That's why I do gotta.
No,
watch.
hey, hold up. You also gotta watch Beastars, bro.
Beastars is dope.
I don't
Bro,
know about that. Though.
all right, so the intro to Beastars, that's
It's
gonna get you hooked
amazing.
in, bro. That's
It's
gonna-
amazing.
It's one of the best anime intros I've ever. It's definitely top 5 for me. It's so
Top
good.
5?
It's
Whoa.
definitely top 5, bro. It can't. Some
It's
things
catchy
just
as
can't.
fuck.
Yeah,
And
JoJo takes up a lot of that top 5 because they just play bops, bro. Naruto, has to have a spot up there, and I would put DBZ up there.
Nah,
But
DBZ's
also-
intros aren't.
but also,
they're
like,
iconic, but they're not.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're
Talking about
iconic, but they're not
anime-wise or
like
music-wise.
Anime.
anime.
Oh, okay.
Man,
So,
what the hell? Why am I putting all these?
One of my top 5 anime openings is Brotherhood. Full Metal Alchemist
really?
Brotherhood opening 1. Yeah, that girl's voice sounds so beautiful.
she's whispering it to you.
Yeah,
I was
damn.
thinking Bleach. Bleach had bops too.
No,
They do.
Code Geass has a bop.
Kobayashi has bops.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, I watched
you
Kobayashi.
need to watch Code Geass. If you fuck with Death Note, dog, you need to watch Code Geass.
Yeah, bro, this guy's smart as hell.
Yeah.
And he shows it episode 1.
But he has that
all
power
the way
where
to
he
the
can
end.
make you do it whatever once. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Exactly, and he has to,
He has to look at
use
your
it.
eye.
Yeah, he has to use it as like chess.
He has to be in high five.
Yeah, and he
high
can
five,
only do it once. So like,
space.
if he's like looking at you, he's like, "Do I do it now? No,
No.
there's no point in doing it."
He has to know when to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He saves his players.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Beastars is dope. Me and this
Code
one guy,
Geass is one of my top 5s.
me and this guy used to talk
It's too
about
good,
it
bro.
as it was coming out. But I take my time with shows, so it took me forever to finish it. But he finished it before me, and then we would talk about it all the time. And then there was other time where I was talking to this other dude that watched anime, and I was like, hey, "Oh yeah, do you watch Beastars?" He's like, "No, I don't watch that furry shit." And I was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot it was like that."
That's so funny, bro. Because it's like.
When you talk to
So-
normal people, no.
No, because it's like, yeah, there's like a furry element to it, but like you
Is
don't
this the
have
element?
to. Yeah, it's just an element to it. It's not like the fucking whole show. You're just like, man, I can't wait till they fuck.
Well, I don't know
know?
about that. Ivan, were you like that?
Nah.
Alright.
No, you want them to be happy, bro. Like
Yeah.
these two main characters, bro. Like you see this guy's life, and he's just kind of like, oh, I'm a carnivore. Like everyone's gonna see me as a carnivore, and
He's a
like,
wolf
I
in sheep's
kind of
clothing?
have to, yeah. That they say that a lot.
Oh yeah,
They say that a
the
lot.
first character that dies in the show is a sheep, and it happens off screen. It happens literally
Yeah.
before the show starts.
And then
Can't trust a wolf.
the yeah, I feel like the reason they did that is to like show you like how.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
because
I
he's a
haven't watched
wolf.
it yet.
I feel like the reason they did that is to kind of desensitize you from it because it happens a lot during the during the anime.
Yeah,
That's what Red Riding Hood was trying to teach you. Don't trust a wolf.
there's
Don't
this
trust
really
a wolf.
creepy scene too, like a couple episodes in, they go because like where the area there that they live
Oh,
in that they
yeah.
occupy, you can't the carnivores can't eat
People in that
anybody
area,
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's this street called
Called the black market.
the black market. Yeah.
and that's just fair game award.
Fair game, yeah. They have all these kind of meats for sale and shit, and
And
like
then the carnivores are kind of like, see, this is why we're able to be normal during like fucking the weekdays and shit, like because this exists. Like we live symbiotically because
The
this
black
place
market?
exists.
Yeah.
And Legoshi's like super against that shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's
no,
the
that can't be
carnivore-
right.
that's
Like,
the
why can't we
carnivore,
just?
that's
he's a
'Cause
carnivore,
it's
but he
the-
doesn't eat
It's
that
literally
stuff.
the Zootopia shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like we need to
He's a
live.
vegan vampire.
We need to live
Yeah,
together.
but there's like this weird ass animal that's chilling around there, and he's not a carnivore,
Yeah,
but
he's like a ram or
he's
something.
like a ram or something, but he's missing 2 fingers, and he's all like,
And each other finger
That
has like a
was
price.
a liar, huh?
No, each other finger
Nah.
has like a price on it.
yeah, he's like, go ahead, name your price, and you can eat one of my
That's hard.
fingers.
That's gangster.
That I was like, that shit was creepy.
Like
as
he's like sitting
fuck.
outside the black market, so the black market's selling all this fresh ass meat, blah blah blah. That like apparently,
He's like, nah, take a bite.
yeah, like the fresh ass meat is like
And they're
basically
kids. The characters are in high school, so they don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think didn't the tiger do it?
You don't know what
Right,
happens
oh.
because a lot of that's off screen because we followed Legoshi.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, Yeah, it's tight though.
Suggestive.
Kind of, because another one of them was like a bald eagle.
It's one of those things where it makes you think, oh, maybe it could have happened or it could have not happened.
I mean, it's pretty, like, you could be like, yeah, he definitely did it because of who the character is.
Well,
but there was this eagle that's there too, and he's like, I couldn't do it. I just thought about all my herbivore friends, and it felt wrong, you know. So like, it basically gives you hope that like people change.
Yeah.
Like, just because like genetically, like there's been like problems in the past, doesn't mean that there has to be problems in the future type shit.
Yeah, I get you.
That's a cool message.
Yeah.
It's like people have to keep the past around so you don't repeat the past.
Yeah, but not overly.
Yeah.
Live
What's
in the
Kylo
past.
Ren?
That's
Forget the past.
Kill it if
Kill
you
it
have
if
to.
you have to.
Kylo Ren's dope as fuck.
That's the way to watch those movies. If you watch the sequel trilogy in like the way of Kylo Ren's story, it's a good way to watch it. Because if you watch it for like any of the Resistance, I guess they're called, right?
Yeah, the Resistance.
If you watch it for the Resistance, you're gonna be heavily disappointed. Heavily disappointed. You have to watch it as a Kylo Ren redemption story.
I get you. You have to watch it from a different perspective.
Yeah.
And even then, it's not satisfying because Episode 9 was just trash.
Doesn't give you.
No,
He doesn't talk to Anakin. He talks to Han Solo, which makes no sense. And this motherfucker dies.
Know, he's not even a Force Ghost because he's not motherfucking not blue.
Which one's the one where Luke throws away the?
That's 7. No, my bad. That's 8. That's 8.
Which is also the worst one.
Yeah, it's also one of the worst ones.
Because it totally
I
the first
like
movie.
9. I like 9 and I like The Force Awakens. 8 just...
Well,
like that was the whole point of that movie, was that opening scene of him throwing the lightsaber away.
That's why I can't like the 7th one because of the 8th one. Right?
7's dope. 7's like a...
dope.
It's like an 8, 9 out of 10 movie. That's like a 9 out of 10 movie for me.
Like,
really?
Yeah.
Nah, I give it a 7 because it's like it's heavily on the original trilogy sack, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's heavily inspired by original trilogy. And I feel like that's perfect for like the first movie. And like the next movies on could have like
adapted.
Yeah, it could have like
to a new.
It could have adapted to a new. But the way that they did it, man.
Because they put everything new that people didn't want.
The only thing I didn't like about Episode 9 is the fact that...
Like, no one wants the Android revolt.
The only thing I didn't like about Episode 9 is the fact that Finn ends up just being a fucking janitor. That was his like origin. I'm like, bro, just make him a regular fucking soldier. That's all he needed to be. Then all of a sudden he's fucking sanitation duty. Like,
there's like the fucking
Paper
Boy.
What do you mean?
There's like Paper Boy and Godzilla.
Yeah.
This fucking sanitation.
Yeah.
This janitor. It's like, what's up with people thinking janitors can get into everywhere? They got keys.
that old clone from the Clone Wars.
Which one? Oh man, that one.
99?
Yeah.
Bro, 99 was the top tier, bro.
Yeah.
99 was top tier soldier inside.
Motherfucker's OG Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This fool ran with grenades and ammo.
He fucking sacrificed himself.
Oh my god, he was a soldier at the end.
No one's gonna watch Clone Wars. Clone Wars is too good for people. The Clone Wars is sad as fuck, dude. Fives?
Man,
I think I said that in the last podcast too. I mentioned Fives.
You did.
He's just so cool.
The Clone Wars is like so good. It's kind of like day to day. You think about
He
it.
legit sacrificed his life, dog.
I watched that scene again.
Bro, there's so many times where these clones...
Damn, Angel, you are changed up right now.
That shit was
Bro,
a heavy
that's the thing too, though. Like,
because I'm him. I'm 99.
You are. We're calling you 99 now.
I'm fine with that.
But that's the thing too. Like, all these clones are sacrificing their life in a war that is
and he's showing it to you because that's what he's made for. That's
that's
his
what
dilemma.
all,
I'm made for this, but I can't.
They're all made for it, and they're all being sacrificed for it.
Dude, the episode where Rex
the robots
is in the farmhouse, and he's being taken care of by this family, and then he finds out that the guy taking care of him is a defective, what do you call it, deserter? Deserter clone. I'm like, oh shit, and Rex wants to apprehend him, right? Because he's a deserter,
but he has a family.
And like damn, it really makes Rex think about if he's doing the right thing. But I mean, he's still gonna he's a foot soldier. He's still gonna stay in the game. But like, it makes him question it.
Yeah, it makes him question his.
The Umbara arc.
Yeah.
Even more questioning of how you should be as a soldier. It's crazy.
What happened to that guy?
Rex?
Krell?
Yeah, was that his name?
The Jedi?
No,
or Rex.
The guy who deserted. The clone.
I don't know.
Because after Order 66, like, this guy still has that chip in his head.
He leaves his family just to go kill some Jedi.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
like,
they should touch on that and like show us on like the
yeah,
people
they should
who,
be like yeah, because he's not the only one.
They probably have, but I haven't watched any of it to know.
Like
I
Rebels
stopped
and
watching
stuff?
Rebels. Rebels was ass.
Aren't they gonna continue?
Yeah,
Clone
like
Wars?
the thing about Rebels is like
Yeah,
people are
they
like
have a
oh,
final season. I haven't
like-
watched that either though.
I haven't watched that either.
people are like, oh, Rebels, like this episode, this episode, this episode. It's like, cool, you named like the 5 episodes that are good.
Yeah, no, literally, because I was watching it. I don't know how many seasons it was. It was probably like 4 or 5. But as they were coming out, I was watching them, right?
And season 1 was ass.
Literally, they would always come out with a season trailer, right?
Yeah.
And there's all this dope shit in the trailer. It looked amazing. And then when the season aired, all that dope shit that was in the trailer was at the end of the episode. I mean, the end of the season. It was like the season finales. I was like, man, this is whack.
And like, I don't know, man.
It's just not the same.
And then like they went with the concept art aesthetic
Oh, they did.
of
Which is cool.
Star Wars.
I don't
I'd
like-
say it's cool, but it's also like you didn't have to do that. Like no one asked for that, and you could have like I don't know.
Yeah, no one did ask for that.
It's so weird. Like you could have gave us what's his name, the Steve Bloom's character.
Zeb.
Yeah, you could have gave us Zeb, and then that we would have been like, oh look, OG Chewbacca, like his concept art or whatever, like that's dope. But everything else, like the skinny lightsabers and like just how everything looked, like even the Rebels, like Darth Vader, kind of like it's just off.
It's weird.
It's just an
But
off
in,
look,
season,
bro.
in the ending of season, I think 1 or 2, Darth Vader is fighting Ahsoka and his like helmet's cracked
Oh,
open.
Bro, that's a huge spoiler.
Oh,
Spoilers.
That's a huge
But then
spoiler.
again, no one watches it, and people who did watch it, they're like, eh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
they
already
already
probably
know.
know about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
yeah. Well, it doesn't make sense because Darth Vader's skin was already all burnt up already and stuff, but his helmet gets cracked open and like his
No, he looked kind of burned under there.
you see he has like you can still tell it was like OG
Is it like well
Anakin.
done, or is it like medium rare?
No, it's
You get me?
definitely because by the time
it was definitely accepted by somebody who would have preferred a medium rare.
his skin because
Is it a little bloody?
his
Yeah.
skin's all white and stuff,
Yeah.
because of all the burns and stuff that healed, but like it kind of just looks like a slightly burned prequel Anakin,
Nah.
But what they said,
but with
though,
Sith eyes.
oh, what they said though, man.
And then, but his voice is not only voiced by fucking James Earl Jones,
No.
Oh yeah,
but it also has the voice actor for Anakin Skywalker too.
yeah,
yeah,
the one for
mixed in
the
it.
Clone
Oh
Wars
yeah.
series.
Yeah.
So it has like a
Yeah,
double voice in
it's
it
fucking dope.
because
yeah.
like of the voice recorder's cracked or some shit. Or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
That's tight.
So like it sleeks through.
Yeah, that's really
Oh,
tight.
man.
It's really cool. Yeah, but it's only that's the.
That's only that one episode.
Are y'all hyped for that Kenobi though?
Mm,
He's
I'm not
coming
hyped.
back.
I'm not hyped for anything. That's what I've been wanting, but
Hayden Christensen coming back?
Oh, who?
Hayden
He's coming
Christensen.
back?
You didn't know?
Nah.
Hayden Christensen's gonna reprise his role.
Fucking finally,
But
goddamn.
like, it's so weird because they said,
But what do you have?
bro,
heart
I
in
don't,
it,
I don't,
though?
I don't trust.
Really, really have heart in it, though.
Bro, I don't trust.
'Cause
This
I want-
No, he does.
Yeah.
Because when he came back to these like cons and stuff, he's like, wow, people like actually like, because he felt bad because people hated him before.
Yeah, but it's like
Because but that's just like, he even told the girl who played Rose in the sequels, he told her, hey, don't worry about all like that backlash and stuff. Those people are just the loudest. They're not the majority.
yeah, that's what
That's
it
good
usually
advice
is.
right there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it usually is. Because people usually turn like last time
Yeah.
we were trying to talk about what we were gonna do, and you notice like I was just talking about negative shit. Last minute I was writing stuff down the second podcast.
Oh,
the
yeah,
dogs
yeah,
were
yeah.
barking, and you're like down. We're down like a lot of negative stuff,
Mhm.
and it's mainly because like people are drawn to more negative stuff than they are to positive stuff.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That brings up a lot of points though. Like more than we can even get into. It's just
Yeah.
the whole thing of like you do one bad thing, they're gonna remember you.
For
But you
that
can
one-
do like for that one bad thing over 1,000 good things.
Because it's by default you have to be good, I guess.
Oh, that's
You get me?
the same thing with fighters.
Yeah.
There's a saying for fighters that you're only as good as your last fight. So if you're winning, you're good. But if you lost your last fight, then all your wins don't even matter at that point.
Yeah, it makes you think, man. Well, I mean, with fighting, it's kind of like, because they have like streaks and stuff,
Yeah.
So I kind of see where they're coming from with that. Like you can win like a lot of fights at a young age, but when you get older, you're gonna start losing fights.
Because fighters, MMA stuff, is they have like that Goblin King mentality. You're not king unless you're actually on top. And then if you're on top, then I'm gonna take you down so I can be on top.
Yeah.
So I would be king.
There's some champions that only have like one title defense.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still a champion.
Yeah.
Though. You're still in the books, but. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, to them is that Goblin King.
Yeah.
You're not Goblin King.
Some fighters are like, I want the title. That's all I care about. Other ones are like, I want legacy. Other ones are like, I want payday.
Yeah, so it's crazy how people just fight for different reasons.
Yeah.
Hey, if we like, let's say this podcast takes off, Ivan, and like some guy, like some random like UFC fighter, like you can even, just some random UFC fighter like comes up and's like, oh yeah, I'll fight Ivan. Like he be talking about like some UFC stuff. And I don't like how he talked about me on it. Like fucking who did you just say? Starts with a B.
Ben Askren?
No, the other one. You said like
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, yeah.
Oh, he would beat the shit out of me.
No,
dude.
but I mean, like, let's say like 2 years.
Okay, let's put weight into it.
This is older. This is older.
Some guy with the same weight division as you.
Nah, this guy's like too over, but he's gonna box you or something.
Damn.
But that's even worse, dog. That's all that weight.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, either way, that's all that weight.
I don't know. It's still. I mean.
But I mean,
it's on you.
Right?
It's still it's a boxing match. It ain't even MMA.
I mean, I'm in your corner, dog. If you win,
I'm in your corner. But the problem is that we're yes men.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Probably not. I'll probably pussy out.
Really? I don't know, man.
I'd be like,
somebody straight up was like,
you got this.
Somebody straight up was like, you're getting fucking Jake Paul number money. Like you getting
Jake Paul number money.
Like
yeah.
you're getting 6.9 million.
So I'll get knocked out for 6.9 million.
Yeah, hell yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm set. Nah. No, but I would, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. For that kind of
That'd be
money.
dope,
I mean,
bro.
I don't think I'm. Well, you said if it took off.
Challenge Jake Paul right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Honestly,
Well, man, I mean, it doesn't.
That's
Like
crazy.
we have some friends who are like into MMA and everything, so like I'll gladly bring them on. And you guys will have a lot to talk about. I think we'll even brand it as a UFC like talk about episode, like or just a sport episode, like a what would you call it? Like a combat sport? Because we're not gonna be talking about like football and stuff, you know?
Yeah. I literally don't care about any other sports.
Some gladiator talk.
That'd be gladiator talk.
I only like mixed martial arts and wrestling. Like,
I like hockey.
oh,
But I haven't seen enough of hockey.
You know
because,
how?
Oh,
Yeah.
I just don't.
We
I just
repping
miss it.
the Red Wings.
Honestly, dude, it's crazy because
They got the LA Kings.
not only did Ben Askren get knocked out by Jorge Masvidal, and not only did he get choked out by Damian Maia, but he even had a full-on wrestling match with one of the best wrestlers in the world right now named Jordan Burroughs, and even he beat him.
Oh yeah.
He beat him.
Oh,
Yeah.
the wrestling match, right?
Yeah, he knocked him. He pushed him off the stage.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
You watched it with Samson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched it.
I told we were talking about it, and he had already watched it too. And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy. That's a good ass wrestling match too. It's like an amateur
Yeah, it's
wrestling
like-
match."
Oh, you know what? What about
He fights like how I fight. Like I just don't care.
Jordan Burroughs or Ben Askren?
Like Ben Askren. Like if he can get it down, he can get it down. He like doesn't really try for it, but like if he can do it, he can do it.
all right? What about like so Jake Paul got in like a boxing match fight, but what if it was like fucking Logan Paul where you go into the WWE or what is it right now?
What?
Is it called WWE right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you got thundered by Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do something like that?
Like a little show thing?
Like just a little thing?
Yeah.
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 Like you.
Take a stunner?
Yeah.
But you stun the brother, and then Jake Paul comes down and stuns his so you get Logan, and then Jake Paul runs out the stage, and then stuns you.
Oh man.
And then I come out and then stun him.
and then people just keep
Yeah,
getting
and then his
stunned.
dad comes out, and then Jake Paul's dad comes out, and then he stuns me.
And
And
then
then Della
he's
comes
like-
out, and then
Yeah, and I'm like, you're not even relevant, and kick the dad.
Yeah.
Bro, why did dad be trying to do stuff, bro? That's funny.
who was he talking shit to?
I don't know.
Logan Paul was fighting someone. Who was it Mayweather? No. Who was
They talk about a lot of the current fighters and stuff. I think Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
But like they're just literally trying to get that money, you know.
Yeah. It was like what I'm saying is the worst generation. They're just doing it for commercial, cause like the UFC, all that stuff. People fight for different reasons, and and within the UFC, people fight for different reasons. But it's like if you take a fight with Jake Paul or Logan Paul, it's like you're fighting for money. Like it's just commercial, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just commercial. Whereas other industries is more individual.
Yeah, a lot of people tuned in to that Jordan Jordan, to that Jake Paul versus Ben
Yeah.
Askren fight.
Yeah, just because either they want to see Jake
Even
Paul.
the haters be joining
Yeah,
in.
just to see
They
Jake Paul
put
get knocked
money
out.
down so they could cry.
I wonder. Dana White said he betted $1 million on Ben Askren winning.
Wow.
Oh, really?
I don't know if he actually went through with it,
I
but that's
forgot.
what he said he did. So who knows?
I forgot fucking. Oh,
I don't know.
man.
That's kind of dumb, bro. That's kind of
Is that conflict of interest too? Oh, no, that's on him. No, never mind. He put on I've been asking, huh? Yeah, never mind.
And it's funny because, like, you know, he didn't like Ben Askren, but
He's like, I
Afterward-
hate Jake Paul more.
but I hate him more.
yeah. But it was funny
The
though because
enemy of my enemy is my enemy.
it was pretty good press conferences because when Ben Askren came over to the UFC, he kept making jokes about it. And then Dana White would be like, I don't know why he thinks I don't like him. You know, I like this guy. He's a cool guy. Dana White's funny as fuck though. Like,
Doesn't he have a podcast?
Probably everyone has a podcast nowadays.
That's true. A bunch of assholes with podcasts nowadays,
I
You
know.
know,
bro.
especially when it's 3 childhood friends trying to just
Just
have
talk
fun.
about their
What a
likes
bunch
and
of
dislikes.
What a bunch of fools.
Well,
Well, that's
I
it
think
for
that,
these fools.
I think that's it for these fools. We talked about a lot today. This is a huge episode again.
And I like these huge episodes.
I do like it because it gives us time to just kind of chill and relax.
Not only that, it's like people do stuff, so they like to do things while they hear things. So 2 hours of them just hearing shit while they're doing
Oh
things.
yeah, just being monotonous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played my app game as I listened to it.
Oh yeah.
I
see?
drive around when I listen.
Yeah, I'll be at work listening to it, or I'll be like playing games, listening to it.
I kind of want to play it like out loud sometimes, like at work or whatever. But I don't want to be that guy too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
That-
like imagine like I played my SoundCloud or something.
Like,
Like I
a few
really.
people know Samson does music because I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh look, this is my brother, this is my brother.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Even though you are that.
yeah, I am that guy, but that's
You are that
because
guy.
you know.
I played I play Samsung at work when I would
I
bring
play
my
my work
speaker.
too, but I've only said this is my brother like twice.
I remember I hear a song sometimes and I'm like, hey bro, that guy lives in Fontana. Y'all know that? I know that guy.
I thought I just saw Zahir right now because that lady was driving by, and like
She looked like
she
Zahir.
had 2 shades of gray in her hair. Like all the rest of her hair was dark gray, and then the front gray was like a light gray, and that looks like that's how Zahir had it when he was in prison.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, what the fuck? This guy's gonna try and like
Gets it back.
kill some world leaders, start some chaos. This fool literally says, "We are soldiers of anarchy. We are the brotherhood of anarchy."
All right, well, this has been
Oh.
Gallo. Oh, you're going to say something?
Yeah. Just a little quick note. Since I finished season 3 of Korra,
Yeah.
the season finales for Korra are dope as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they definitely set up a next.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even though I don't like Korra, I don't like Korra because of Korra, but it
I like-
definitely has a message.
I like Korra,
I don't like Korra.
but
I don't like the character Korra.
I hate the character.
Yeah,
Korra.
the character
Angel
Korra,
Angel
I hate
likes Angel likes Zahir, right?
I like
And Tenzin there's a character that Tenzin's training named Otaku. His name's Otaku, and that's just a joke because there's Japanese people that like are super into nerdy shit, and they
Yeah,
call them
nerds.
otakus, right? So that's why this fool's name is Otaku, because he used to be an air acolyte, so he was already studying the airbender shit, and then he became an airbender because of the conversions. And then like
Well, he's like definitely the nerdy
but
guy. Huh?
yeah,
Yeah. I
he's like a
remember
little chubby dude. But you know who's an even bigger otaku than this fool whose name is Otaku? Zahir. This fool's a big ass airbender nerd, dude.
Oh yeah. he does the meditations. He knows all the gurus.
He knows all the gurus. He
all
knows
the
all
scrolls,
the
the scripts. That
Bro,
fool's
if
a
they,
nerd,
if they
fucking
gave
nerd.
him glasses, bro, and he's like,
Actually, this airbender. Actually, the way you fly.
Lahim?
You know what's
I know,
crazy?
yeah.
I had a what's this called? When you think something is this way but it's not. That's a word for it. The Mandela effect.
Mandela effect?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that it was Lahim, but it's really Lahima.
Yeah, it's Lahima.
Yeah. This whole time I thought it was Lahim, and then when I
Janora says it differently though. She
Yeah.
says it a weird way. Yeah.
and then he said Lahima. I was like, damn, I fucked up. I fucked up for 2 years.
2 years.
2
Yeah.
whole years. You had a Instagram
Yeah,
handle.
Yeah. 2 years. I fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy though. It's a good
You
show.
know what though? When I worked at a warehouse, inside some of the trailers, they put the Guru Lahim's Lahima. They put his spellings and shit. They put his
On a dumpster?
teachings. No, inside trailers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was fucking weird.
that's crazy.
Like sometimes you walk in, you see a dick, and sometimes you walk in and you see fucking life philosophy.
well, fucking most of all that is what like Taoism, Buddhism, and what's some other one like the Tao shit.
To me, I feel like the Fire Nation is like Japanese, but sometimes there's like other things that make it seem like it's not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that.
Right, it's the way they draw the art and the way like they put in certain details
Yeah.
that you can tell.
And the Earth Kingdom,
They do a lot.
the Earth Kingdom's definitely Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
and then the water, especially with Boston State, that's literally the Great Wall
Water
of China,
tribe. We got
Yeah.
that.
which is like a different
Yeah, just different how they
structure.
What's
Yeah,
the politically correct term for the water tribe?
the water tribe is like
'Cause I know they're not Eskimos.
yeah, they're called indigenous or something like that. No, that's
native.
No.
Oh fuck, I forget what it's
Are they?
called. And then the Air Nation is fucking
The people from Ice Age.
Yeah.
yeah.
Even though they technically, weren't alive during the Ice Age stuff.
Yeah, but I mean,
But it was in the movie.
The world.
Hey, no, you could have right, huh?
Oh,
No, yeah, they weren't. They just kind of added that in,
kids
Yeah.
aren't gonna know this information.
Yeah,
though.
that movie made me stupid for a little bit.
Sometimes
Yeah, it did.
Oh, no.
a lot of those movies where like they talk about the past or whatever, and then they kind of throw a human in there. It's like, don't lie. We're like 2 million years away from being here.
Fucking assholes. Believe them.
it's funny because like there's a lot of mediums and shit.
Oh, like you talking about like
Yeah, Alaska
like
natives.
the way you use things. Is that what you mean?
Oh no, never mind.
Oh,
There's like a lot of movies and shows and stuff that are like I could rewatch that I used to watch when I was a kid. I'm like, oh yeah, this holds up.
Yeah.
And other things are just like,
One
now this
time.
was made for kids.
Yeah,
and
I
I
get
can't
you.
enjoy it. I cannot enjoy this. There's not enough substance there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, we've been spoiled.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've been spoiled by some good shit. Oh,
Yeah.
but hold up. Inuit is now the correct term
Oh,
in
Inuit.
Alaska
Oh,
across
I
the Arctic.
knew it.
And
I've heard that term
Eskimo
before.
is fading from use. Yeah, there we go.
I don't know. Eskimo kind of sounds gangster, bro. That's just me.
I guess because of those
Outside looking
Eskimo
in.
kisses we give each other, huh?
Yeah.
Yo, OG X-Men, the 90s cartoon.
See the eyelashes?
Yeah.
The 90s cartoon of X-Men, Wolverine.
The
in
classic?
Yeah, in season 1, Wolverine gets like fucked over by Sabretooth, so he's like, fuck this, I'm out.
You going to
And he-
Alaska?
Yeah, he goes to Alaska, he leaves, he ditches the Xavier.
Oh yeah, he does
school.
that a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's going over. It's so sad because like he's going over there to like get away from all the bullshit.
You find more bullshit?
Sabretooth follows him over there,
Bro.
and then he's like, "Just leave
That's
me
how
alone."
comics are, bro.
It's
Yeah.
toxic.
Yeah, and then he goes, and then like he meets up with these Eskimos or these Inuits that don't even know anything about mutants. So like everyone thinks he's cool, and then there's this jealous ass fucking Eskimo there. I mean Inuit that's all like, he's all like, "Man, I'm tired of this Logan guy coming in and stealing everything, all my praise."
All my bitches.
So
all my...
he meets up with Sabretooth and tells him where the village is, and he thinks that he's just gonna beat up Wolverine, but instead he just fucking
Destroys the whole village?
destroys the whole village, and then Wolverine's like, "You dumbass," and then, I'm sorry.
You can't do things in spite, bro.
Yeah.
You can't do things in spite. If you do things in anger, man, bad things are gonna happen. All right, but we signed off like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, this is
RNG, this time for real later.
adios, man.
This has been Gallo
I know
V.
you gotta go.
Angel G,
Ivan O, isolate yourself.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
stay dangerous.